Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the cool bed, red hot Nielson Show. Let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. Let's crack at 6 o'clock and log you with some sirloin bites.
Well, good morning. Welcome to the Nielson Show. It's the ESC Afternoons takeover here. It's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, YouTube Trev in the house this morning. We're here all week and next Monday. Maybe longer. You just never know, right? So welcome to the show. If you're listening, if you're watching us on YouTube, we thank you for that. If you're listening on iHeart, TuneIn, or EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and our debut on FM 95.7 Cruise FM. Joaquin, what's shaking, buddy?
Not a lot, man. Not a lot. It was a tough day yesterday.
It
was rough, but no, it's well, I've been on FM before. I used to go on with the boys back at the Bear a little bit here and there. So it's not my maiden voyage on the FM dial, but no, it's good to be here. Good to see Trev.
Yeah.
He's usually just packing up and leaving.
When we get here.
Yeah, well, now we got him for 3 hours. 3 hours of playtime.
I'm not going to lie, boys. I was a little nervous. It's been a while
nervous.
since I had nerves doing a show. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday prepping, I had the nerves. This morning I walked in. I told you boys I'm a little nervous. Hopefully we don't screw it up too bad because the Nielsen Show is the hit. The best show in Canada right now. It's a lot of pressure for us.
I thought, sometimes I get the anxiety of, am I going to wake up late? But I didn't at all. Like there was no panic. I just went to bed and set the alarm, and I didn't feel panicked. I had a few anxiety dreams. I'll tell you about that later, I guess. But one has to deal with one of the sponsors to the show too. That I felt so bad, and I woke up, and when you wake up after a dream, and you're like, oh, thank God that was a dream.
Thank God.
So that was pretty funny.
Hey, listen, we're going to get to all the Canada reaction, them falling to the U.S. 2-1 in overtime. But first of all, we got a shout out to the crew down in Mexico. I know some scary times down there in Puerto Vallarta. By all accounts, the boys made it safe to Cancun. They were delayed quite a bit, though.
Yeah. Like 5 hours?
5-6 hours. So I saw LTE post on Twitter around 2 o'clock says we're finally boarding.
Yeah, that sucks.
What time were they leaving you two, Trev?
Man, they were supposed to leave like sometime in the third period. So,
Yeah.
Like right around 8:30?
8 o'clock, yeah.
8 o'clock, 8:30. And I mean, they were there at like 5, like to watch the game, get ready, sit down, get all ready and whatnot. But yeah, that sucked. That absolutely sucked.
I mean, airport cocktails are great, but
Not that
many.
Only that much.
You can't go on the plane all wonky, right? So, hey, YouTube Trev, thank you for having us on the show. You went from like the nuclear option to about the third line. Right
No,
here.
no.
How do you
guys are
feel working
absolutely-
with us? So
No, this is awesome, man. This is a first. I've worked with Gage before, obviously on Two Guys, and then when I was first producing the Nielson Show, you had a few times where LT couldn't make it, or you sat in.
Yeah, I
And then
sat
when
in for Dusty a few times.
as well when he was away
Yeah.
for Spangler.
And then
So
didn't do it at all. So.
yeah, and then it stopped. But no, boys, like this is awesome. Like I don't want to. Well, maybe I'll say it. You guys are an awesome show. I listen to you guys as much as I possibly can.
wow, thank you.
Maybe my favorite show.
Oh,
Like, honestly, I love you guys. I love the laughs. As far as laughs per minute go, I always say that when I'm at home. I'm like, you guys are always laughing on the show. It's awesome.
that makes 3 people: your mom, my mom, and YouTube Trev. Now. Yeah. Hey, sorry. Someone's saying, are we a little low? But everybody else saying our sound is good. I think we sound all right.
Levels
eh?
are
levels are good.
Yeah,
Oh, I hope so.
levels are good.
It
on
might
my
be
end.
people are just not used to our morning voices.
Yeah, that's right.
I said something in the car the way over, and it did sound like I smoked a pack of cigarettes last night. It'll warm up.
Hey, you know I'm a night owl. I don't go to bed till after midnight. I was telling you guys, the good thing about the Canada game being so damn early is I got up early and I didn't go to bed.
So no nap.
No
huh?
nap.
Nice.
And then by 10:30ish, I was ready for bed. I haven't gone to bed that early in a long time, Joaquin.
See, that's my normal time where I like to be like in the wrapper and basically tuning out. I was because of the game and just the whole day. I had a lot of stuff, and I was in bed by 9.
Wow.
It was great.
Hey, the Nielsen Show is presented by Weiss Johnson. Get a new train furnace now and get 15% off any additional mechanical system done at the same time. Add in an air conditioner, heat pump, hot water tank, or garage heater and get 15% off plus no interest for 24 months. Pretty super deal. You should have something break down after Christmas season. Plus, you get a warm garage, cool home next summer, or warmer showers. Visit weissjohnson.com and book an estimate today. Joaquin, you watched the game at home?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just pacing back and forth, trying not to wake up the family.
No, let's see. So up at I woke up before. I have one of those alarm clocks that shoots the light on the ceiling so I can see what time it is. I don't have to roll. So I opened one eye and it was 5:30 and I was like, okay, I was kind of delaying it. I said, let's go. And I got down, made the coffee, watched a bit of the pregame. The first period, I wasn't too nervous. Like they scored, and I'm like, ugh, I don't like this. But second period rolled around, and my wife came down and started watching it with me, and I started the pacing. And the problem I told you with Boone, my dog, he's very emotional. So if I yell or something, he thinks I'm yelling at him half the time. So if I yell, then I got to go get down and like say it's okay and stuff. So yeah, there was a ton of pacing, man, and I was so like it looked like they were gonna win. Like I wasn't nervous because I don't think they have it. Like it was a nervous kind of outlook that I thought it's just a matter of time. There's been so good from the second period on, but. I mean, we'll get to it, but the ultimate equalizer in a one game is goaltending. Mm-hmm. And I thought Binnington was fantastic as well throughout. Like that one save he made in overtime, the one-timer on Quinn Hughes.
Fantastic.
Just ridiculous.
Just
but
unreal.
Hellebuck, I'll say it for all the WSTers, man. I guess they probably, it's like us with McDavid, it's like them with Hellebuck to a point, because I've watched Hellebuck a lot more in playoffs, and I really haven't seen that game where he's just head and shoulders the best player on the ice. And yesterday, he was.
Yeah, no doubt about it. YouTube, Trev, what did you get up to for the game?
Well, I woke up. I was super happy, super pumped. Could not wait. Went over to my best bud's place, who I moved here with, my former roommates, and just so happened to have some friends from back home up as well. So yeah, we sat on the couch, we got ready, and it was very nervous. It was fun. It was pretty well every emotion I experienced. Yeah, that was it's. But I mean, it still stings, man. It's gonna sting for a long time. Like I don't know. Like as far as losses, like we've had a tough go. Blue Jays, Oilers, last 2 years. Now this, man. Like, but
it's been
this
tough.
This one, like, something about this one. I think because kind of like the Blue Jays, they should have won this one, and that's what hurts the most. I don't think that the Oilers. I never thought that. They dominated the Panthers. They should have won Game 7. They should have won Game 6. For this game, I mean, at one point they were like doubling the Americans in shots on goal, grade A scoring chances. I mean, that's what really sucks about this one is they had it. Kind of like the Blue Jays as well. That's why that one sucked as well.
And I think it really it hurts even more because like with the Blue Jays, the Oilers, there's always next year. We got to wait 4 years for this, and nothing's going to look the same, right?
Yeah,
which is really exciting in a way. But man, I
just hope Bouchard makes the next team. Holy crap, the Oilers fans complain a lot.
They needed Bouch there for sure.
Oh God, you guys, stop it.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, you have to wait 4 years after waiting 12 years. So
I know that's so
cherry
awful.
on top there. So.
Awful. But I mean,
and no Crosby.
No, I know. No Crosby. I mean, I don't think he plays again. I think
like that was it.
In the Olympics?
No.
That's a long. That was it.
I saw someone post on Twitter yesterday. He should be the next coach. I'm like, let's pump the brakes.
He should be the coach. A lot of people. He should be the GM. I saw as well.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, who knows? Maybe he might be a great guy for management or a coach. I don't know. I just feel. Do you think when Sidney Crosby retires, I think he would be more like Gretz, where he shows up at big events here or there.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'll see him around the league like all the time.
He might go into like a bit of hiding.
Yeah.
Just take some time off, take some time away. Because you know what? The thing with Sidney Crosby, you really don't know a lot about his personal.
Oh,
like other players you do, like superstars, right?
Yeah. You know what I see a lot though? Like I must have seen all my feed was just all the Olympics was Sidney Crosby's he gets a lot of praise for his ruggedly handsome good looks. Like there was a lot of people that were like, I don't watch hockey, but damn.
Yeah. He's a good looking man.
Yeah, it's good.
I watched the first period at home because a buddy invited me to an establishment, but there's no way I could get ready and go that early.
Oh, I just couldn't. I didn't want to.
It was kind of cool. Like the atmosphere out was great.
Yeah,
like,
I bet.
It felt like it was like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I can't stop coughing right now. And then watch the rest there. Overtime, like I was telling you guys, most of the people were standing. They just couldn't sit down. Yeah. But when the U.S. scored, I never heard a bar more quiet.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody's just, I kind of wanted to look around and kind of take in what was going on, and everybody was just like stunned quiet.
Yeah.
That was, you could see it developing though too, right? Yeah. Like Makar with the pinch, couldn't keep it. And then Quinn Hughes like all 3 goals that were scored were perfect shots. Mm-hmm. Like the Makar goal, you can't get any like a more perfect shot, just above
just
the pad,
barely,
and just inside, like just crazy,
like actually perfect.
Yeah. And then Boldy, unbelievable move to go to the back and then slip it back the other way inside the post, like.
And kind of chip it between the 2 defensemen.
Like great play.
As if, eh?
Great play. Like, he does that, though.
Yeah.
I've seen him do that before. Flip it up and try to go get it there. Oh, man. And then you just see the save on Taze. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, I thought Taze missed it until I think everyone thought he just missed it.
It's like, what happened there?
And then McKinnon, those still shots of that net with the puck on his stick is just like, oh gosh, that sucks.
Well, let's break it down, boys. We're already into this. Good, bad, and ugly coming up at 6:30. We'll continue to break down this game at 7:05. Darren Dreger from TSN will get his thoughts on just the Olympics as a whole. I thought it was a great tournament. Obviously, not the result we wanted here in Canada. We got the Play Alberta early bird bet. We'll probably go to the NBA for that. We got That's Good for the Italian Center. 7:45. Jessi Pierce, friend of EST Afternoons. She covers the Minnesota Wild for NHL.com, but she was all over this American championship win here at the Olympics. She'll join us to get a vibe check down south, and of course, kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many, and we're hoping to have Lieutenant Eric Dustin Nielsen join us around 8:40 for a quick check on kind of what they went through yesterday through travel and being in Cancun and what's on tap for today down there in good old Mexico. Okay, boys. This is why we're saying, people say, well, the U.S. won the game. They were the better team. I don't agree with that. I think Canada was the better team. McDavid breakaway, right? Early on. 5-on-3 power play. Weren't able to capitalize. You brought it up. The Taves, that's a goal 99% of the time. A fantastic save by Hellebuyck. Celebrini breakaway. The McKinnon empty netter. They're late. How about the McAvoy save? In the crease.
Yeah.
So I a lot of it's luck too. McKinnon doesn't miss that. Again, 9 times out of 10 he scores.
Yeah.
Celebrini and McDavid on a breakaway. Are you kidding me? So I think Hellebuyck stole this one for the U.S. Look at the shot totals in the second period. I think the U.S. had 1 shot for most of that second period. So we're sitting here today and everybody's, the Doug Armstrong and they picked the wrong team and this guy should have been there. Canada should have won that damn game. And that's just my opinion. I think they were by not even close, the better team. And then when you go to 3-on-3, Joaquin, it's anyone's game. And that's what happened.
The best thing that could have happened, and because if I think back to the Four Nations, I thought that the Americans were the better team in that final game for the better part of it. Yep. They pushed the pace. Binnington was a role reversal in goaltending. Binnington was making the big saves, or more of them, I would say. And that 40 minutes, that was dominant. No, and you look at just the path to get to the gold medal game, to what the Canadian team were able to accomplish, scoring late, getting those overtime goals just to get to the gold medal. I don't see how you can fault the staff for the roster construction. All those things got them to a point where they can win. Yeah. And you're not at that level and at that skill level, you're not going to dominate a team. That's the thing. It's probably most likely going to be a low-scoring game anyways. And to tell you the truth, the best thing to happen for the U.S. was to go to a 3-on-3 situation, because then they could get some chances. You were going to get chances that way. That benefited it. I'm not going to sit here and say and just complain about 3-on-3 and stuff, because that's everyone. I mean, I was yelling about it on EST Afternoons that it was. I thought at least the first period might be 5-on-5, right? But they knew that this was going to happen. And does it suck? Yes. I think it's a terrible way to go to gimmicky hockey to decide one of the most prestigious, accomplishments in an athlete's whole professional career or amateur career. That's dumb to me. They just want to finish it. I've heard next time, and they got 4 years to decide this, but why not just play? It's NHL guys anyway. So just play 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Have the game the day before then, right? So you have 16 days, have a schedule where the gold medal game lands on the Saturday night. So if you do have to go way into the night with a couple extra periods, you can, and you're not worried about everyone going to the watching the closing ceremonies.
Now, on the other part of it, people are like, well, it's a gimmick. It's 3-on-3. They don't want to give credit to the U.S. Listen, if Canada would have won, we would have celebrated like crazy.
And I still would have said 3-on-3 is
it sucks.
It's manure.
And we said it when we found out. Because we
Oh,
just
God,
found out
yeah.
before the Olympics it was 3-on-3, and we said, it's going to suck. One nation's going to be so happy, but is there always going to be a little bit of an asterisk there because it is 3-on-3? Because a lot of the NHL coaches and players that were practicing yesterday here in North America were asked that, and they're like, they got to do 5-on-5. No, Canada might still lose.
Of course.
Well, you made a great point. 3-on-3 benefits the U.S. because it opens up.
At that point, it did because they weren't generating anything.
They weren't YouTube, Trev. I mean, you're a big hockey guy. You were living this whole Olympic run here with Team Canada. Do you agree with kind of what Gage and I are saying, where we thought Canada was the more dominant team? Now you got to finish, plain and simple. That's what it's all about at the end. They were able to find it, but your overall thoughts on what you saw from the game, and then in that overtime.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. I don't want to spend too much time on I don't want to give excuses for this Canada team. Like that's the one thing, because there's lots online like after the game. Oh, like the too many men call. Like, I'm sorry, yes, but like they had their chances.
Yeah,
they had their chances. Like when we look back at this, 5 years, 10 years, 1 year. That's if people are still talking about that, it's going to drive me crazy, because it's not like that was the defining point. Like you said, McDavid had his breakaway, man. Like that was it. McDavid all alone on Hellebuck, fumbles the puck kind of. Celebrini led the team in scoring, led the whole tournament in scoring for goals, and he comes up short. So yeah, like they were the better team, and that's why it's more of a heartbreak. Is because I loved what McKinnon said after the game was, if you watch today's game, like tell me, you can tell me who the better team was. It was Canada.
Yeah.
And yeah, completely agree with you, Gager. At the Four Nations, that's why I was so scared of this Americans team, because at the Four Nations, man, they brought it to the Canadians.
Yeah, they did.
In game 1 that they played, they lost, and then game 2. Man, they were lucky to win that one. Maybe not lucky, but the Americans definitely were outplaying them, outpacing them in almost every facet. So that's why coming into this tournament, as much as I was like, oh yeah, they've got, Canada, we got McCarr, we got McDavid, we got McKinnon, we got Crosby. I was like, if you look on paper, the best team overall, you could argue, is the States. And they really, really scared me. Like that was the only team that terrified me, man. And you just knew it was going to be these two that came to the final. And that's why there was just a glimmer of hope. The way I saw Canada play, man, I was like, damn, they want this more. You can tell they are bringing it to the Americans. Now go take it home. Like, bring it home, baby. And they come up short. So all in all, it's not the outcome we wanted.
No.
But I will say that was probably the best game I've ever watched in my entire life.
Oh, it was great hockey.
And it sucked that they lost.
That was the best hockey I've seen, since Four Nations, really, to tell you the truth. Like that was, and those are the other games too. Like I couldn't believe how good those teams were. I mean, Finland, who they almost beat the Canadians. That's how good the Czechs, everyone's really, really good. Like the path that the excitement that they brought now, and for me to have that much feeling watching a game was so great to have. Like it was just an awesome 2 weeks, and that's across the board with all the other sports too. Like I'm down obviously today because of Canada losing, but I think I'm more upset that I can't turn on the TV anymore and just watch some guy skiing on a half pipe and doing all these tricks. I watched that Did you watch that mountaineering?
No.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty cool.
I was exhausted watching these guys. Like they were hiking up and then taking off their skis, skiing down. It was amazing. And that Klopp, or what's the Norwegian guy?
The guy that we won the Screw Parlay with.
That guy's just a machine.
He is.
He was unbelievable. Like the 50K, and then he got to that one part and he just blew away everybody else. It was awesome. Awesome 2 weeks.
I want to ask both of you guys and all our nasties, okay? Hit us up. Nasty chat. Slam that thumbs up for us. And the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. Shop in stores in Edmonton and area at West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, and St. Albert Center. On the overtime goal, McKinnon, there's hesitation there, right? When he went back to get that puck. I was like, what are you doing? Go, go. Like I was yelling live while the play was going. I'm putting it on him. Like, why that hesitation?
I don't know.
The puck was coming to him, man.
Yeah.
Like that was the one thing I will say. I watched the final goal. I don't know. Did you guys tune into the handing out the medals? I tuned it all off.
Oh, I turned it off. I've just seen little bits. But
yeah, man, I can't watch that.
No,
that'll destroy me if I do. But I watched that goal at least 20 times, and there's a lot of things I kind of was like, the Makar pinch, but like McKinnon, that's the one I was like, man, you had the space, like just go. Just Like what's there to lose at that point? If you go and miss, it's they're probably going to get scored on. Or if you don't go, it's still a 2-on-1. Like like that's, and it's so easy to be like,
do this. Like he probably sees it completely different and stuff. And I mean, Makar, if he takes 2 more steps, McDavid, if he doesn't get too sucked to the there's.
Because McDavid goes, because it's kind of a 2-on-2.
I know.
And then Makar's caught, right?
Yeah.
But then Jack Hughes wide open. And Jack Hughes is a hell of a player. I mean, you're not going to put that on Jordan Binnington. But I thought there was that hesitation. I just don't know why maybe he thought the puck was going to go maybe even wider. I don't know what he was thinking, though. But as soon as you saw him hesitate, you're like, this could be trouble. Yeah. Seconds later, you're like, All right, coming up next, we're going to get to the good, bad, and ugly. We're going to have an uncomfortable conversation about Mr. Connor McDavid. Are you guys okay with that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Coming up, of course, we got the Cruise FM and Macamee College Cruise Flyway, the Ultimate Sports Weekend Edition. That's coming up at 8:05 for your keyword. So make sure you're locked in here on the Nielsen Show at 8:05. We'll give you the keyword, and you'll text it into 780-989-0957. Let's start early, I guess, because we are kind of the new guys here for the week. Send in your 3 questions. For 3 questions too many, we'll select 3 awesome questions from our Nasties. And, of course, Darren Dreger, 7:05, Jessi Pierce, 7:45 as well. The 6 o'clock hour is presented by Ewell, brought your power play specialist. Ewell has the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations, and you can order online anytime at ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. Like I said, on the other side of the break, good, bad, and ugly, and a conversation about Mr. 97.
Canada claimed silver on the final day of the Olympics against the Americans, losing 2-1 in overtime, all thanks to a Jack Hughes overtime winner. Connor McDavid was named tournament MVP after registering 13 points in 6 games played. Canada rounds out the tournament, finishing 11th place with 5 gold, 7 silvers, and 9 bronze medals, while Norway finishes first in the tournament, coming home with 41 total medals and 18 gold medals, setting a new Olympic record. That is a wrap from the Milano Cortina Olympics. NHL action returns this Wednesday. 8 games are on the schedule. Over on the mound, the Toronto Blue Jays fell 11-10 to the Boston Red Sox in yesterday's exhibition game. Blue Jays spring training continues today when they host the New York Mets down in Florida. Over to the association last night, 11 games on the schedule, including the Raptors taking down the Bucks 122-94. Emmanuel quickly led the way with 31 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists. The Raptors back on the court tomorrow when they take on the first place Thunder. And just 3 games on tap in the association later today, starting with the Pistons hosting the Spurs. The Kings battle it out with the Grizzlies, and the Jazz are in Houston to face the Rockets. The Sports Update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. From custom homes to small renovations, Edmonton's top builders and contractors rely on Paramount Flooring. Our in-house team handles everything from selections to completion, keeping projects on track and on time. Visit our showroom 7 days a week or at paramountflooring.ca. I'm YouTube Trev. You're up to date.
Try. Leon scored a goal tonight. Watching him play is quite a sight. You know this song is tight. Oilers fans, come on. You loved him endlessly since he was drafted number 3. He's a center with a size that was born in Cologne. Try to stop him, you can't do much more. That ain't no lie. You just wanna see him shoot and score. It was try. Gonna make a fool out of you. Probably score a goal and assist on 2. You can't stop him, and that ain't no lie. Cause it's try. Don't even try to play him rough. Leon is a German, so you know he's tough. His hands are crazy and Aikens loves his eyes. Yeah, it's try. Gonna make a fool out of you. Probably score a goal and assist on
We're
2.
back here on the Nielson Show on this Monday morning, February 23rd. It's the EST Afternoons Takeover. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, and the mainstay, of course, our boy, YouTube Trev, at the technical desk, like our good buddy Reed Wilkins likes to say. Fun show on tap, of course, breaking down a disappointing Sunday morning when we saw Canada lose the gold medal to the U.S. by a score of 2-1 in overtime. I like Trev's title for the show today, Canada Wins Silver. Putting a positive spin on it, right? That's the way you have to do it. Okay, boys. To our Nasties. Hit us up, Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. Hit us up on the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. Of course, we'll have a text of the day later on today, so keep those coming in. A lot of good texts coming in. A lot of questions for 3 questions. Not for, what is it again? 3 questions too many. So we appreciate that. Now, boys, should we start with the good, bad, and ugly or have the McDavid conversation first? Okay, let's start with the McDavid conversation first. Gager, you and I and Tommy were having a little chat yesterday. The Neff was texting me about it. YouTube Trev put out a tweet that, man, people are just fierce on the X machine.
That was the first time I got riffed on Twitter. I was like, man, this must be what it's like to be Matawanek.
Holy crap.
That's why I called you to see if you're okay.
Yeah, man. I was like, I've never had that. Like, I don't know. Like, I always see people get ripped, but to be that guy, it was different. I don't know. I didn't like it.
All right, for morning announcements, we're talking, it's all Canada, U.S.
Yeah.
We'll have some Oiler updates for you as well. They're traveling today as they head out to the West Coast to kick off the remaining of the 24 games they have left. They'll be in Anaheim on Wednesday, so we'll give you some Oiler updates as well for morning announcements. But let's make it part of the Connor McDavid conversation. Boys, 2 Stanley Cup finals, 2 L's. Olympic gold, a loss, but he has the 4. We can't discount the 4 nations. And now we can put them all on the level of importance, sure. But he has won. He has scored the winning goal. Now, the other conversation is in the big moments, he's kind of disappears. I wouldn't call him disappearing yesterday, Joaquin. He had chances.
Yeah.
He just didn't bury them. But there's a worst being thrown out there. Is he cursed? Is he ever going to win? Now, we always say with great players, you got to lose before you win. But lately for Connor McDavid, it's been, outside of the 4 nations, been a lot of heartbreak.
I apologize because on our show, we don't get as much traction in the Paris Jewelers inbox, but because it's rolling right now. But Rusty Shackelford makes a good point. 0-2 in Olympics in Italy with men's hockey. No more Olympics in Italy. So that it could be the curse of the Italian jinx. But like you said, he was noticeable yesterday, right? Like it was you can't you can't look at his desire, to win a game. Like, it's always there, right? But I sent this to you last night. So, and I kind of just wrote down certain games, like the most meaningful games, I think, in Connor McDavid's career up to this point, right? So if you go back to 2024, Game 5, he had 4 points in that game, 2 goals, 2 assists, right? In that first series against the Florida Panthers. Game 6, 0 points. Game 7, 0 points. And then you had obviously the Four Nations. He gets the overtime winner. That's massive.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you said in the list, I think if you really would have put it and you put them in a category, I don't know for sure, but I think if you were to ask Connor McDavid how he would look at it, he would put Stanley Cup, Olympic gold, Four Nations as
I agree
as the top ones, right? 2025 only went to 6 games, but in Game 4 he had an assist. Game 5 he had a goal. Game 6, 0 points, and then of course in the Olympic final, 0 points for Connor McDavid. So, unfortunately, being one of the best players on the planet, you're going to be critiqued on your accomplishments to win championships. He's done everything else. I mean, he's won a Conn Smythe in the losing cause, for crying out loud, right? Like, how much? But to be considered one of the greats of all time, you still need that one of those championships. I think. He's a Hall of Famer. I mean, the Four Nations alone goal probably puts him in the Hall of Fame. Doesn't matter who you are. But yeah, and I see kind of, I know that there's some people in the Nasty chat. Shoggy, you gotta, it's Monday, man. It's started off on a good note. And I know people are just upset, but talking about McDavid can't win the big one, I think it's too early. It took Ovechkin a long time. But yeah, those questions are going to now be asked of him. Can he win the big game?
And that's the thing, right? Like, Ovechkin took a while. For me, McDavid, he's been to 2 Stanley Cup finals. I'd be more concerned if this team hadn't made it to the Stanley Cup final yet in his kind of tenure with the Edmonton Oilers. He's going to have another Olympics, possibly 2. He's 30 years old.
Yeah.
He's going to have 2 more. I mean, that team's going to be fired up. Yeah, the team will be different, but they're going to go out for revenge for sure. And there's a good possibility Canada's going to win because they're always going to be one of the top teams. Now, with the Edmonton Oilers is a whole different story. But I guess on the good side, the Edmonton Oilers are going to get a pissed off Connor McDavid. I don't see him going the other way where he's like pouty and like upset. I think it's going to take him a while to get over this one, but the Oilers might get a very, very pissed off and motivated Connor McDavid for the rest of the season and into the playoffs. But YouTube Trev, you threw out the tweet. You took a lot of heat for it. It takes some big cojones to do that. I with the X, I don't even post stuff anymore because I just don't want to deal with it. But good on you, man. And listen, a lot of people shared the same kind of question that you had. I don't think it's a bad one. I just think right now we need to pump the brakes that he can never win because he still has a long career ahead of him. But it is a bit, I think you have to ask the question. I think it's a conversation. Can he win the big game? And it's not all on him.
No, it's not. And I'm sorry for people coming at me. This is a completely fair question and conversation to have. If he won one of those, we wouldn't be talking about this. If he won yesterday, we wouldn't be talking about this. So, and also, I just want to clarify, people saying that I don't think Four Nations counts. Yeah, no, it absolutely counts. But in 20 years' time, I don't know. If McDavid does finally win the championship, if he wins a gold medal, is he ever going to talk about this Four Nations? Like, where does he put that? Like, it counts, but I'm just saying he would say this as well. He would way rather win a cup. He would way rather win a gold medal than the Four Nations Cup.
Did you notice something when they won the Four Nations?
And that's what, are you going to say when he hoisted the cup?
Did you notice that?
Not a single smile. Man, and that's what people are saying. Oh, yeah, but he won this. I was like, oh, yeah. And I still remember how happy he was to win, to lift that trophy. But he didn't care.
Did you notice the only people that put that thing over their head were guys that won cups?
Yeah, true.
That's the only guys that did it because no one wanted to be their moment,
Exactly.
So I noticed that everyone who had won a cup prior at that Four Nations, that thing was over their head like this because they could do it because they've hoisted the Stanley Cup. Everyone else, that was like a.
It's like almost you want to save it for the cup.
Yeah.
You don't want that to be your moment. Absolutely. No, I noticed that too, Gager. But look, I am a diehard McDavid fan, man. Like I said, he's the same age as me. I grew up watching this guy. When he was in Erie, every single night he played, I'd refresh his DB. I didn't have Twitter at the time. I just wanted to see how many points he put up.
Yeah.
Remember that playoffs? He was like averaging almost 3 points a game. I was like, oh my gosh. They ended up never winning in that playoffs as well. They lost to the Generals. But it's just, like, I'm sorry. The people that are coming at me, like, they're from Edmonton.
It's
man.
funny
and the
because
people that agree with me are from outside of the market.
I think the people that are coming out here are the same ones that are saying McDavid can't win.
Yeah, man.
It's
they're
like,
flip-flopping.
I mean, we do have like some of the fan bases, like it's like we saw the whole Kachuk chirping Draisaitl and everybody was like,
Hated him.
Well, hey, we all dislike the Kachucks, but they're great hockey players and they have the right to chirp now. I mean,
Yeah, man.
like, hey, the Stanley Cup for Matthew, Olympic gold. I mean, it is what it is at this point, but
There's nothing more that I want than to see McDavid bring Lord Stanley back to Edmonton.
Of course.
Like,
think we all.
I want to be wrong in this so much, man. I have defended McDavid so much. Like, I have my own channel. I talk about his accolades, the Hart trophies he puts up, the Art Rosses, everything, all the individual awards. And people, but when's the team award going to come? When's he going to bring the cup home? When's it, he's never going to. I'm like, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. You just got to lose to win. You got to lose to win. But it's tough to defend him at this point. Like it's getting tougher, I should say.
Well, when you look at other generational talents, like you go through the Sidney Crosby's, right? Like it's ridiculous.
So let me ask you guys this. So did it hurt the fact that Sidney Crosby got injured and didn't play and McDavid had to throw on the C? That
Ooh, good.
Is this making people look at it through a different light because
Maybe
they lost? Because all I'm seeing in the nasty chat is and the Paris Jewelers inbox is, well, he couldn't handle it. They needed Crosby with his leadership, and this. I mean, that room is so full of leaders. I'll tell you, it doesn't. It. Yeah. Do you miss Sidney Crosby? Yes, but it's not like he's the only guy talking in there. But did it add a little bit to McDavid not getting it done, the fact that Sidney Crosby wasn't able to play in that gold medal game?
It's a good question. I think at this point where Connor's in his career, that stuff, I think he can handle way better than, let's say, if he was 5 years younger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think the impact of not having Crosby on the ice, they had a lot of guys that have won the cup, a lot of guys that have gone far in the playoffs. A lot of guys were part of that Four Nations team. But a player like Crosby, you're always going to miss on the ice. Like, the guy is a fantastic hockey player. He does everything right. But I don't think McDavid taking the seat, I don't think at least it should have impacted him. Because, again, this came down to missed opportunities. It's not like Canada played like crap. It's not like Connor McDavid was MIA yesterday. No, they didn't capitalize.
Yeah. But I mean, I just thought that might hurt him a little bit more because Sidney wasn't in the lineup, and then he was wearing the C. I mean, he said it himself. I'm just keeping this thing warm for him. Whatever, But
And they're kind of, I mean, Crosby's probably a little bit more outgoing, but it's not like Crosby's like this super outgoing, like raw guy. It doesn't seem that way.
no, I think the loudest people in the room were probably Marchand and Doughty and maybe Marner, right? Like that's who I kind of look at as the most boisterous guys because they seem to be fully engaged on the bench more than anything.
Now, let's look at it this way, boys. A lot of heartbreak for Connor McDavid so far in his career in terms of winning the big game.
Yeah.
But this can lead, like, what if he wins 2 cups in Edmonton? And then 4 years from now, he wins Olympic gold. And then he has 3 championships.
Awesome, please.
Like, seriously, this is how it could turn because how much more heartbreak can this guy take?
I mean, if he wins, he's crying for sure. The amount of heartache.
Yeah, man. Like,
He's not letting go of that Stanley Cup. You know how all the players get it? Yeah, he's keeping it for the longest.
Does he skate as fast as he can with the cup like 3 times?
Yeah, like he's having almost the opposite of Crosby in that 15-16 stretch where back-to-back cups, Conn Smythe, Olympic gold in 2014, and then He follows it up with the World Cup, winning it for Canada as well. Like that stretch, just win. Connor McDavid's lost, won, then lost again.
There's another guy that I thought about who's really going to have a fire lit under him, and he doesn't really know any better. Is Macklin Celebrini. This kid, like he was hurting yesterday because he had the game on his stick, not unlike Connor, multiple times for a 19-year-old, and you could see him. The look on his face was because he's probably so young. Even my wife goes, "Who is that?" He just had that look of a young hockey player feeling it looked. I let my teammates down, and I felt so bad for him on the bench, and he's shaking his head and stuff like that. But there's a guy. Imagine what he's going to look like, how motivated he is going to be over the next little bit.
And Bedard and the Schaefer is going to be on that team. Who knows who else? I mean, McKenna.
I know. I was thinking that's obviously the mind goes to the next Olympics or the next 4 nations or 6 nations or whatever. It's a World Cup or whatever it's going to be. Now you have those guys that are most likely going to be part of this thing. I mean, Canada's in pretty good hands.
Yeah. Jeremy says, until you are a winner, you are a loser. And the best player in the world, the players on our team, has sure done a lot of team losing. Sure, fair. This one says, McDavid tried to beat Crosby and scored the golden goal. He gave up possession twice in OT, but trying to dangle through the entire U.S. team. His ego cost him the win. I don't think that's...
He's done it
How many
before,
times has
he's the best player in the world.
Like, he can do that. Like, if the 3 players on the ice, Makar, McKinnon, and McDavid, if they're doing that, I'm like, okay. But if that's Mark Stone, we might be having it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. But Mark Stone's probably not trying.
No, but
he knows better.
You can't be hard on McDavid for trying to create something
Win the
in
game.
overtime.
Like, geez. Yeah.
Most guys on that team would do that and move outside. Like you said, Mark Stone, Bo Horvat.
Yeah.
Everybody has the skill to do it. Bone says if McDavid cries, it's because Leon's dart smoke got in his eyes.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. And what do you guys say to the support? Because there's a lot of, he can only get them so far. I saw that a lot online, but you got to have the Marchands, the Marners, the Stones of the world step up as well. Like, what do you guys say?
Oh, yeah. You can't win a game by yourself. Yeah. It's funny because I look at a goalie can. Mm-hmm. Really? It's weird. Like believe it or not, I was involved in a few games where I was the sole reason that my team won, and
love it.
And but it's hard for a player because you need a supporting cast. You can't just have a one line heavy team because teams are too good when you get further along. That's why I always say hockey is the ultimate sport because you have to play both offense and defense.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come down to 5 guys. It comes down to 20 when all is said and done and the dust clears and someone's hoisting a cup or wearing a medal. It's most likely the best team in those 7-game series kind of things. 1 game offs, that's when you get into trouble with the goaltenders, like I said before. And they got I don't want to say that Team Canada got goalied, but they ran into probably the greatest performance of Connor Hellebuck's career yesterday.
100%.
Easily, yeah.
Easily.
That save on Taves alone.
Well, just everything. He was like, I got worried because guys were walking in and launching pucks, and he was just snagging them out of the air like they were nothing. And I was like, oof. But then, you know what happened? And I saw a little bit of the little bit of doubt, and he got it back really quick that a lot of goalies can't do. But that shot by Makar is a soul stealer for a goaltender because you're in perfect position. Yeah. You did everything right, and it was just a perfect placement. And you're like, how does that get by me? Like I did everything perfect. And then you saw because the Team Canada had a couple good chances and was kind of swimming a little bit, but he got it back and he was great.
I'm not taking anything away from Hellebuck, but McKinnon missed the wide open net, and McAvoy saved this goal. That should have been a goal.
Yeah.
Now he robbed Taves. Like I think Everybody in Canada jumped when Taves got that puck in the crease. Like everyone.
I know.
There's no way we thought he was going to save that. At first, I thought he just missed.
I thought he missed too. I thought he missed.
All right, boys, let's get to the good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. Of course, you can chime in as well in the nasty chat. Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999. Slam that thumbs up for us. And for our boys and gals down in Mexico, hopefully one of the boys will join us at 8:40 to get a nice vibe check. You know what? We're the new guys here. Let's start with the good. Let's go to you two, Trev, for the good.
Well, the good, let's see here. What is there this weekend? Okay, I already kind of touched on it. My friends, my good old friends, they came up. It's good to see them. That was awesome. Got to show them. First time they've ever been to West Edmonton Mall.
Really?
They couldn't get over.
Oh, really?
Man,
Oh, my gosh.
Small town people.
That would
they
be
were
awesome.
like, amusement park in here? Amusement park? I was like, yeah, man, wait till you see the pool. So that was pretty cool. Just found out this morning the roll up the rim to win is back. That was good. That was good.
Look at that.
And then, I mean, it's just Olympic talk. Obviously, we're not on the right side of it, but to talk about McDavid and Crosby, man, I've waited. You know, that first full season, McDavid's first full season, injured, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
He never got to play against Crosby. And I was like, oh, you know, like I can't wait for next year. So we finally get to see them play on the Olympic stage. How good was that? You know, obviously not the outcome, but man, that's your guys, Gretzky and Lemieux, right?
Yeah.
McDavid and Crosby for me. That was awesome.
You're good?
I just got to say the whole Olympics. I mean, Mark Kennedy swearing, giving the finger. It's amazing. Gold medal for him. Can't wait to see him. Hopefully he comes onto the show and brings his medal. That would be great. I love the Olympics. The amount of work that goes in for 4 years for these people to get to that level.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see, you know, the joy in winning and being there. It's sad that it's over. So I would have to just have the last 2 weeks. They're good for me.
All right, I got two. I'm going to go Macklin Celebrini. 19 years old. This kid's a superstar. We talked about on EST Afternoons on Friday. What does his next contract look like? Like San Jose's, they're going the full 7 years. He's getting paid a ton of money. This kid is an absolute stud. He's 19 years old. And for most of the tournament, he was probably the second best player on the team. Some nights, he was the best player on the team. Also, Harlock Park's opening up.
Ooh, that's good.
Back to Heritage Days.
Wow.
Yeah. Because Heritage Days did not work.
Trev's
downtown.
never been to Heritage Days.
No.
Are you serious?
Well, it hasn't been. Well, it was at Rundle, I think, didn't they?
No, it was at Borden Park
was it?
around there by Northlands.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
If you're not a
that's
picky,
where I was a Sunshine Boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, girl said, "Hey, you want to be the Sunshine Boy?" I go, "Yeah, I do."
if you're not a picky eater, you'll love it. Yeah. It's a great time. So I saw that news come down the pipe today. YouTube, what's your bad on the weekend?
My bad. The only thing I saw, I turned off the TV immediately. Stumbled on Twitter later in the day and happened to see I don't know what the person's role was, but Nathan McKinnon, here's your teddy bear, along with the silver medal. Here's your teddy bear. Man, his reaction just priceless. Man, I wanted him to just like, I don't know. Like, good on him for not throwing it, but it would have been so easy to just huck that thing as far as you possibly could. But man, just I thought that was bad. Like a teddy bear? Really? That's what we're doing? A teddy bear?
Read the room, right?
I got a teddy bear when I won, in my tournaments growing up.
Read the room.
The Olympics?
I saw one text out there that said you couldn't have done the medal and the bear at the same time.
Yeah, like,
So,
just terrible.
so bad.
My bad. Obviously, if we just from the hockey aspect, the Canadian women 2 minutes away, so close after being dominated by the U.S. team over the past year and a bit, and the men's team. Great accomplishments, silvers, but obviously not what we wanted here in Canada. That was the bad.
Yeah, my bad is everyone that brought up Bouchard after this game. Like, can we stop? Yes, questionable decisions. Sure. Parayko, not very good in this tournament. Is Bouchard a better passer, better offensive? 100%. But let's stop, okay? If Bouchard's there, is there a different outcome? Maybe. I don't know, but we have to stop with this. Evan Bouchard should have been on the team. Please. You're ugly.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but I think it was on Friday night. Polish speed skater. I'm going to butcher her last name here, but Kamila Sellier. She took a blade to the face. Man, super ugly. Everything's okay. She ended up the eye, it just almost hit her eye, just above the cheek. But man, it was certainly ugly. Everything's okay. But man, just it goes to show the Olympic Games, the Winter Olympic, they're no joke. Compared to every single sport, I want to say, man, it's just dangerous. They got balls of steel. Every competitor in the Winter Olympics, nothing against the summer, but it's the risk is so much higher in Winter Olympics. Everything is okay, but that could have been, it was ugly. It could have been a lot worse.
So my ugly is, I got to be careful here because it's actually quite good. But my ugly is the fact that I felt something positive for the Tkachuk brothers. Because when Matthew brought out Johnny Gaudreau's jersey was an epic moment. And the kids out for the picture was just fantastic. So my ugly was me feeling good about the Tkachuks and what they did there. Because that was one of the classiest moments in hockey that you will ever see. And so kudos to the U.S. team. Kudos. They brought Johnny's. His parents were there. The grandkids are on the ice. Just a really, really cool moment for Team USA.
100%. That was beautiful. The kids there, the parents emotional in the stands. That should have been my good. I totally went.
It was my ugly. So,
yeah.
But just because I was like, damn you, Tkachuks.
Yeah, my ugly. I'll go to the NBA from the weekend, and this conversation that it keeps happening. Teams tanking, sitting out their star players. What a league, man.
Oh.
Come on. One guy posted that he took his kid to watch LeBron and Luka, and they both sat out. It's getting ridiculous in the NBA. Now,
are there rules coming in soon that they can't do this? Or they have to, it'll be like betting. They have to say that they're not in there.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully, they got to have a legit injury. And now maybe the team doctor's posting some illegitimate stuff there, this guy's got this guy's that. But it's getting ridiculous. And of course, we wish everybody in Puerto Vallarta, Canadians, Americans, wherever you're from, hopefully you can get home safe. A very ugly scene there. I know there's a lot of Edmontonians in Puerto Vallarta, and hopefully we can get everybody home safe. And hopefully our boys and the whole Nasty crew that's in Cancun are having a good time and staying safe there and taking care of each other. That does it for this one by fast, boys. We only got 2 more hours, EST afternoons.
Oh my gosh!
So Darren Dreger up next. Jessi Pierce also. That's good for the Italian Center also coming up at the 6 o'clock hours. Brought to you by Ewell, your power play specialist. Ewell has the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations, and you can order online anytime at ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. On the other side of the break, TSN's Darren Dreger here on the Nielsen Show. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, and here's YouTube Trev with your sports update.
Settles for silver on the final day of the Olympics, falling 2-1 in overtime to the Americans after a Jack Hughes winner in OT. Connor McDavid was named tournament MVP, finishing with 13 points in just 6 games played. Canada wraps up the games 11th overall in the medal standings with 5 gold, 7 silver, and 9 bronze medals. Norway tops the table with 41 total medals, including 18 gold, setting a new Olympic record. And that is a wrap from Milano Cortina. Back to the NHL. Action resumes Wednesday with 8 games on the schedule. On the diamond, the Toronto Blue Jays dropped an 11-10 exhibition decision to the Boston Red Sox yesterday. Spring training continues as the Jays host the New York Mets down in Florida later today. In the NBA, there were 11 games last night, highlighted by the Raptors dominating the Bucks 122-94. Emmanuel Quickly, he led the way with 31 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists. Toronto is back in action tomorrow against the first-place Thunder. And around the league tonight, the Pistons host the Spurs, the Kings take on the Grizzlies, and the Jazz visit the Rockets. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834. I'm YouTube Trev. You're up to date.
Big shot off this stick of mine. I keep those lanes wide open all the time. Drysidle setting up shop, McDavid's flying. I'll hit the twine when I walk the line. As sure as new G is slick and Kane is tough. We're going all the way this year, enough is enough. And we can play 'em straight or we can play 'em rough. I'm feeling fine when I walk the line. You know I shoot that puck so very, very hard. The name on the back of my jersey says Bouchard. And we're gunning for first place, not a wild card. I'll hit the twine when I walk the line. Well, we're counting on our skill and not on luck. And it's gonna get real when they drop that puck. And we won't be done until we hoist the cup. I'll hit the twine when I walk the line. I got a big shot off this stick of mine. I keep those lanes wide open all the time. Drysidle setting up shop, McDavid's flying. I'll hit the twine when I walk the line.
The Nielson Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. The Nielson Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
We're back here on the Nielson Show on this Monday. It's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, EST Afternoons take over for this week as the boys are in Mexico. Of course, if you're listening on 97.7 Cruise FM, thank you for joining us this morning. Our first go around on the FM side for us. So made us a little nervous, but I think we're good now. And of course, it's time to get to our insider, TSN's Darren Dreger, brought to you by GS Construction. For more than 5 decades, GS Construction has been proud to serve our communities. Once again, they are hiring now. GS is looking for experienced top men, pipe layers, and operators. Visit gsconstruction.ca and click on careers to find out more, as we welcome in Darren Dreger from TSN on the Firehouse Hotline. Darren, thank you for taking the time to join us this morning. Before we get to all the details of the game we saw yesterday, just overall for you, Darren, this hockey tournament on the women's side, on the men's side, was just fantastic hockey to watch.
Yeah, I reduced myself, and I'm not trying to be derogatory here or critical, but I reduced myself to the role of a fan when I'm not working international events, right? I say this repeatedly. In the insider business, you don't cheer for teams, but you are allowed to cheer for individuals. And some of the great stories that we have, from top to bottom in the National Hockey League. But when it comes to international play, again, when I'm not working the event, and in this case, I wasn't part of the Olympic entourage, then I can breathe, right? And I can kind of ride the highs and the lows, which all of us did. If you're a Canadian hockey fan or an American hockey fan, man, there were so many elements and layers to that hockey game that were wildly emotional and entertaining. So, I didn't have my face painted. I wouldn't go that far, but I was quietly in my basement on the couch waving the Canadian flag. I saw what I think you guys saw and every Canadian fan saw. There were stretches of dominance by the Canadians, but it had that feel and that smell to it that if Canada didn't get one by Connor Hellebuck, at least by the midpoint of the hockey game, and I'm talking about the go-ahead goal here after Makar tied it up, that it was going to get spicy and desperate in that third period, and it stretched into overtime. So, the highs, the lows, I felt it all. But as I did post, I congratulated USA Hockey in general because, the women's team, the American team were better than Canada, but Canada pushed them to the limit in that gold medal final. And that was the case on the men's side as well.
Darren, now looking at, obviously we're looking at a lot of people talking here in Edmonton about they're complaining about the roster construction and the what ifs that start to come up after losing, obviously. But I mean, this was a team. If you look at we were talking earlier, just the path that they took, the amount of intestinal fortitude to get to this stage. I don't think you can really fault management with the team that they constructed, can you?
I don't think so. And look, if we're going to do that, then let's look at the gold medal champions. Billy Guerin and the USA Brass took a lot of heat for leaving Cole Caulfield off that team, Jason Robertson off that team, go down the list. And obviously, goal scoring wasn't an issue for Team USA when it mattered most. Jack Hughes, who was pushed outside at the Four Nations, found a way to be an incredibly impactful player for the Americans. I mean, talk about the face of hockey, right? I mean, this guy gets drilled by Sam Bennett, loses some teeth. He's got a bloody yap, and he finds a way to score the overtime winner for the Americans. So, but you know what, Gager? I think it's okay, though, to be that Monday morning quarterback and to sometimes overanalyze the construction of the team. And as I'm watching Canada on the 5-on-3, I'm like, I like the Canadian blue line. I think the American defensive core was better. But I could, in that moment, in that situation, envision what Evan Bouchard would be and what his value would be in that situation. But we're talking about a situation. We're not talking about the tournament as a whole, right? And I saw some of the critics of Jordan Bennington. I mean, come on. Is Jordan Bennington supposed to put the puck in the net like Nathan McKinnon missed on? I mean, Nathan McKinnon, if he has that play 100 times in a row in the National Hockey League, is he missing it one time? Maybe, and scoring 99 others? I mean, maybe that's what we're talking about. So I appreciate it, right? I do. I think that game played out, aside from the outcome, as many would have predicted. I think that we expected it was going to be a tight checking affair. Goaltending was definitely going to be a factor in that. Would the Americans be able to withstand the star power of Team Canada? But then you had players on Team Canada that knew that their ice time was going to be limited in a game like this because of everything that I've already said. So I appreciate the second guessing. That's what we do as hockey fans, but I'm not sure that I would have done a whole lot differently in putting together this team. And I do allow for a healthy Sidney Crosby. If Sid is able to go, if Crosby doesn't pull himself out of that gold medal game, could have he been a difference maker in some way, shape, or form? We're never going to know. But in my mind, again, an individual fan of the story of Sidney Crosby, the history, the legendary leadership of Sidney Crosby, I can envision that. I can see him whipping a backhand up top shelf, digging a loose puck. And how many times do we see the play so in tight on Connor Hellebuyck? And he just would not give. He wouldn't give. Well, in my puny little brain, I can envision Sidney Crosby finding a way to get that loose puck and get it over to somebody who finds a way to bat it in. So that's what we do. And it's sport after major events like Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, or in this case, the gold medal championship at the Winter Olympics.
Darren Dreger from TSN joining us here on the Firehouse Hotline. Darren, it's a lot of people throwing it out on the socials yesterday. We're seeing it on our inbox this morning on Connor McDavid, and it's outside of the Four Nations. It's been a rough go the last 2 years. 2 Stanley Cup losses, the loss in the Olympics. Yeah. I find that it's a bit of an overreaction on Connor McDavid. It is a team sport, but what do you make of the conversation that maybe Connor McDavid can't win the big game?
Yeah, well, I don't believe it for starters, but look, I'm going to take ownership of a comment that I made on the Ray and Dregs Hockey Podcast yesterday that I had to qualify and clarify because the words came out of my mouth when I asked Ray Ferraro, maybe Connor McDavid wasn't born to win. Doesn't mean, he's the best player on the planet. Full stop. He is. We know this. To this point of his career, it hasn't worked out where he hoists the ultimate trophy, right? But then I came back because Ray was quick to jump on that. I don't believe that. And then Ray gave, his typical profound explanation for the player that he sees Connor McDavid to this point of his career. And then I bounced back and I said, yeah, well, that's where we're at now with McDavid. That's where we're at, right? He hasn't been able to get across the line in the Stanley Cup Final. And now, on the grandest stage internationally, I thought he was tremendous through this tournament, by the way. Mm-hmm. Tremendous. I mean, he did everything but throw the team on his back, right? But I can then also visualize, McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. Let's see how the rest of this year plays out. I'm not suggesting it's going to happen this year. There's some challenges that Stan Bowman and Chris Knobloch in the group are going to face. But I think all of us, given the star status of McDavid, of Leon Draisaitl, throw every player you want from the Oilers into the mix, you could visualize McDavid and company running off 2-3 Stanley Cups. You could. I mean, of course you could. And you could see him leading Canada to the next Olympic gold. 100% you could see that. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I don't have that crystal ball. To this point, it hasn't happened. So I allow for the conversation around it. But do I believe that this guy isn't a winner? No, I don't for a second believe that.
Darren, I after a tournament like this, the best on best, sometimes you get a player that gets a boost coming back to their team. In my mind's, obviously being a former goaltender, watching Connor Hellebuyck yesterday, it was arguably his best performance of his career. And as you mentioned, on the international stage, are the Winnipeg Jets the biggest benefactor of a Connor Hellebuyck beating Team Canada for the gold medal, essentially? Or is there someone else that sticks out in your mind from this tournament that can really give their team a boost with these last 20 or some games going into the NHL playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, Hellebuyck for me would be number one, maybe Jack Hughes number two, because when Jack Hughes came back to New Jersey, you could tell that he didn't have his stride back yet, coming off that lengthy injury. So maybe a taste of this level of success is going to invigorate Hughes, and by extension, the Devils benefit from that. Connor Hellebuyck is the primary reason why I don't believe the Winnipeg Jets can or will get into that full renovation or rebuild mode. How do you rebuild when you've got a Hart, Vezina, and a gold medal goaltender? How? You can't. You can't. And it'd be ridiculous to suggest that they move Hellebuyck at any point here moving forward. And then you add Josh Morrissey, who unfortunately wasn't able to play for Canada. And he's going to miss some time with the Winnipeg Jets. But you've got a star defenseman there, right? And you've got a bona fide, legit top centerman in Mark Scheifele. And we haven't even talked about Kyle Connor and some of the other pieces around the Winnipeg Jets. They can get into a retool, if you want to use one of the R words, and they can move, a Logan Stanley as an example, and recoup maybe a first-round draft pick if they're fortunate enough, and get into that game of transitioning on the fly. But I just don't see any sort of significant change in Winnipeg because of Connor Hellebuyck. And look, Connor Hellebuyck would admit that, he wasn't at his best prior to the Olympics. He wasn't. Early in the season, he was playing through that knee problem, which, it hit him during training camp, played through it until he couldn't. Then they get it fixed, and he just hasn't been the same. So I would agree that, it's probably too late for the Winnipeg Jets in terms of clawing back into the playoff mix, but they're such a good team. And the fact that they're President's Trophy winners last year and they are where they're at this year doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think that there's some work that needs to be done, but they've got the principal pieces to get back to being a top playoff contending team pretty quickly.
Darren, as we get back into the NHL mode now, starting on Wednesday, the trade freeze has been lifted. How much activity are we going to see before the March 6th trade deadline?
Yeah, we're going to see some. I wish I had a more profound answer for you guys. I don't. The expectation is based on what I know. What I know is there was high-level trade negotiations prior to the roster freeze taking effect February 4th. And even though the money at the level of the National Hockey League shouldn't matter, it does matter. Why would you take on the salary of a player that you're not going to have access to because the game is on hold until February, 24th? 25th would be Wednesday when they reconvene, right? So I think that there was a lot of trade negotiations prior to the roster freeze. So maybe those trades can be finalized today, tomorrow, at some point this week. But I'll give you a for instance as to why it may not happen. Now, you might see some smaller stuff, right? You might see some of that. But let's jump over to Calgary for a moment. Nazem Kadri wants to win a Stanley Cup. He's not going to put pressure on Craig Conroy and the Flames to get a deal and make a deal anytime soon. He has limited trade protection. But if you're Calgary, and I know that there's good interest in Calgary, and I think that Craig Conroy could make a trade this week for Calgary that would help the Calgary Flames, whatever, either longer term or right now, doesn't matter. There's deals of substance for Calgary. But if you're Craig Conroy, you're looking around the market and you're going, okay, well, what's going to happen with Vinny Trocheck? Right? What if Vinny Trocheck gets traded? Okay, well, the team that doesn't acquire Trocheck maybe now shifts their interest over to Kadri. The same would apply to Ryan O'Reilly. Do we know that Ryan O'Reilly is officially on the trade block? We don't know that. We don't know that because of where the Nashville Predators are positioned. Well, if that gets finalized between now and March 6th, again, that's going to help Conroy's position with Nazem Kadri. So there are teams that are sellers, Calgary being among them, that are willing to be patient, which could drag us right up to the March 6th trade deadline.
Darren, I know it was a heartbreak yesterday morning, but there was a moment that made just you notice that there's a few things that are more important in the hockey world, and the fact that the Tkachuk brothers, they've got the Gaudreau jersey out there, the family, the grandkids are on the ice taking pictures with the gold medals. That was one of the, it sent goosebumps down the spine seeing that moment, even in that moment of sorrow for myself.
Yeah, tears down the cheeks, right?
Yeah.
Because you're right. That's what that Olympic moment is all about. It's not about the players per se. Of course it is. I mean, they're the ones that execute and win the battles and ultimately are the reason why Team USA won gold. But Johnny Gaudreau had such presence, throughout the games for USA hockey. It's not just about the jersey hanging in the dressing room, as we could clearly see. To see Johnny's dad, in the crowd, absolutely weeping, sobbing in the moment. I mean, you'd have to have a heart of stone not to appreciate what that means to the Gaudreau family, what it means to all of his best friends, his former teammates, every member of Team USA. It was just so fitting that they would bring the children into the picture, onto the ice with the Gaudreau sweater, prominently displayed in the picture. So, well done by the Tkachuk brothers, by Mike Sullivan, by every member of Team USA to in not just embrace that moment, but just the legacy of Johnny Gaudreau and what he means to, USA hockey in general and to every member of that team. And, those who maybe didn't make Team USA, who are a part of Team Canada, who are proud to call Johnny Gaudreau a good friend. Just one of those special moments, Gagers, you described.
Darren, great stuff. Really look forward to your coverage here leading up to the trade deadline. All the best, and enjoy the return of the NHL.
All right, guys, you too. Thank you.
All right, that was TSN's Darren Dreger, who joined us on the Firehouse Hotline. At Firehouse Subs, all our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. I must say, boys, I tried Firehouse for the first time.
Oh, really?
Fantastic.
It's really good.
Because usually when I have a sub, say Subway or Mr. Sub, like I'm always a little hungry still.
Mm-hmm.
I almost didn't finish that sub.
I couldn't believe the pickle.
Yeah, that's the best part.
And then I found out you can ask for more if you want. Yeah. Just go extra and they'll throw a bunch in there. But I had I don't know, it was a brisket something or whatever. I couldn't believe how good that thing was.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And the really good thing is my in-laws.
Yeah.
There's a new one that opened up right by their house, and they love having us over. So I lobbed it out there. Hey, maybe a Firehouse sub night.
I've seen our boy YouTube Trev bring two back to the shop. Yeah. He doesn't mess around.
I certainly
Really?
have done that. Yes, man. The one thing I like, they load it up. Like they put a healthy portion of whatever you want. Lettuce, all the lettuce you want. You want meat? I'll put so much meat on that bad boy. So yeah, it's solid. The one I get, the hat trick after the Oilers get 2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, they've done that a lot this year.
yeah, they've done that a lot.
All right, first in this hour brought to you by Hammer Injury Law. Rick Mallett of Hammer Injury Law has over 35 years of injury law experience. Don't face your insurance company alone. Contact today for a free consultation and start your injury claim today. Visit hammerinjurylaw.ca or call 1-855-98-HAMMER.
That number again.
1-855-98-HAMMER.
Nice.
I forgot about that.
That's a LT thing. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he asked Dusty to say it a few times.
Okay.
What's the number again?
Stop it.
One more time.
Hey, slide that thumbs up. We're over 100 already. Hit us up on the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. Of course, on the Nats chat. Lots of... Also, I'll say this, buddy. A lot busier when it comes to messages on this show than for us.
Hey, Trev, we didn't get a changing 100. Did you ever?
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at this guy.
Changing 100.
And don't forget,
we don't hit that much on our show.
We barely hit 100. So the Cruise FM, Macamee College Cruise Flyaway coming up at 8:05 for your keywords. Don't go anywhere. It's time now, though, for the Play Alberta early bet of the day. Joaquin, we got 3 games in the NBA. If that's where you want to go, but let's build something here. We're not the most experienced.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
I'm automatic.
Hey, we did hit the screw. Let's do it on Friday. It was
I
plus
know.
350, so that was pretty good. It was so funny because your guy hit. You picked that Norwegian guy who was just a beast. Koo picked men's curling.
Yeah.
I picked Jamal Murray. 24 and a half points. He finished with 25. I was like, oh. Trev, do you want in on this or you're good? I'd like you to be a part of it.
Yeah, like, what are you guys doing? 3 games on tap tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take, I'm just going to keep it simple for my pick. I'm going to pick the Spurs to win over the Pistons.
Okay.
Gage, what do you got?
I got Houston to cover.
Okay. Rockets to cover. And YouTube?
Oh, looking, is there any player? Can I do player props? Can I do Wembanyama?
Sure.
Let's do over the Pistons, man. Pistons are pretty solid.
Yeah, it's 2 good teams, right?
Over 20 points for Wembanyama. Let's do it.
There we go. I was going to say the screw it, let's do it, but that's not it. It's the early bet of the day for the Nielsen Show. For Play Alberta, our title sponsor here at EST. Spurs to win, Rockets to cover, Wem over 19.5 points. You guys like that?
I love it.
Are we confident?
I'm pretty confident. I like it.
I should be. I haven't lost in a
Nice
while.
to be thrown in here.
Yeah, you're
Oh, you don't get thrown in here?
Nah, Dusty doesn't trust me.
Well, I trust you.
Thank you. Yes.
Dusty, all he
5
picks
for
is
5.
Dusty
this
just
week.
picks favorites.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He
like
does.
What is it? What is the word? He's chalky.
Oh yeah, man, he's chalky. He is so chalky.
Yeah. If there was a blackboard on around here, he'd be on
man,
it.
He'd be on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, the 7 o'clock hour is presented by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSense. ab.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense. Coming up next, we will get to, that's good for the Italian center, Jessi Pierce from NHL.com to get a vibe check from those gold medal winning Americans, Joaquin.
Ugh.
Think they're still solid? How big is this for the U.S. in terms of sports, though? Because hockey is fourth.
It's a cult following, I would say, in
Yeah.
the U.S. There's pockets of it, but in Minnesota, the Northeast, this is probably huge, right? Massive for Hockey USA.
It almost seems bigger to an extent when you look at certain sports and they're like, oh, we know we're the best. We know we're the best. But this one, it's like, we haven't been there really in a long time, and we want to be the best. And with everything going on in the world, it's like, it just seems like there's a little bit more there right now. So, like, there's more football fans, reporters, basketball analysts talking about this, them winning, and it's like, come on, you don't know what you're talking about.
The funny thing is you see some of these guys on their feeds, and I saw a couple of them yesterday going, this hockey game is so much better than the Super Bowl, and talking about that. But something that stuck out in my mind when the USA won yesterday was Patrick Kane talking about winning these types of tournaments going up against Canada, because he remembers as a kid the good U.S. kid coming to Canada to play hockey. Yeah, you're good, but you're not Canadian. Like he has heard that from players, from parents his whole life. So for those guys that have grown up, obviously the best of the best in the U.S. and wherever they're from, they're always measured against Canada. And that's the ultimate goal for them so you got to tip your hat to them a little bit, and they feel immaculate because their whole life has been compared to Canadian guys.
Yeah, this one says more people probably watched the NASCAR race yesterday in the gold medal game. NASCAR race was fantastic.
Was it?
Oh, so good, YouTube Trev. Okay, so YouTube Trev texts me on Saturday, and he takes a picture of he's at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. It's Latino, because why else would he text me? He goes, where am I? And I said, I don't know. I've never seen this spot. And he doesn't respond. So I still don't know where you went. You carry a chair?
Did you need help? What?
Yeah.
Man, the name escapes me right now. After the break, I'll find the restaurant.
Okay.
That was the first time I've been there. But I know you love all the taco shops you're talking about. You're going to all of them around Edmonton.
I know, but I sat all night waiting like, okay, where is he? Like, he's like the worst texter.
I thought you were going to oh, no, what is it? You did. I thought that was just done. Conversation end. You didn't ask anything.
Well, I put, what is it?
Oh, no.
Yeah, question mark.
Oh.
And no response.
Maybe you did. Okay,
Maybe
sorry.
he'll tell us after the break. But coming up, that's good for the Italian Center, followed by Jessi Pierce from NHL.com. Keep slamming that thumbs up for us. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999. If you're listening on Cruise FM, that's 95.7, or on TuneIn, iHeart, or EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Just slide on over, slam that thumbs up for us. Of course, keyword coming up at 8:05 as well. We're rolling along nicely here on... I almost said EST afternoon.
Whoa, nice.
On the hit Nielsen Show. We're back with more here on the Nielsen Show. Here's YouTube Trev with your sports update.
Claimed silver on the final day of the Olympics against the Americans, losing 2-1 in overtime, all thanks to a Jack Hughes overtime winner. Connor McDavid was named tournament MVP after registering 13 points in 6 games played. Canada rounds out the tournament, finishing 11th place with 5 gold, 7 silvers, and 9 bronze medals, while Norway finishes first in the tournament, coming home with 41 total medals and 18 gold medals, setting a new Olympic record. And that is a wrap from Milano Cortina. NHL action returns this Wednesday with 8 games on the schedule, and the NHL Olympics roster freeze has officially come to an end, allowing teams to resume making trades after nearly 3 weeks of inactivity. The NHL trade deadline is March 6th. Over on the mound, the Toronto Blue Jays fell 11-10 to the Boston Red Sox in yesterday's exhibition game. Blue Jays spring training continues today when they host the New York Mets down in Florida, and in the association last night, 11 games on the schedule, including the Raptors taking down the Bucks 122-94. Emmanuel quickly led the way with 31 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists. The Raptors back on the court tomorrow when they take on the first place Thunder. And just 3 games on tap in the association later today, starting with the Pistons hosting the Spurs. The Kings battle it out with the Grizzlies, and the Jazz are in Houston to face the Rockets. The sports update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, your dealer for life.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button. Thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as newborn 8-pound, 6-ounce Mitch Lewicki. You can picture grown-up Mitch, or teenage Mitch, or bearded Mitch, or whoever you want.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in on TuneIn, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind. 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Tuffy and Eric and all of the bad cats like Brzezinski and Noodles. Gavin can gauge it. If it's just fun but a cool band to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday Mandate. Shaggy's always on time. Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number 1 in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We wanna hear some hot takes and we wanna hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I wanna kiss away? Beat left the tire fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about the games? Macarmella, Rapaport, Dreger, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin and the tales of the North. All about him give a present, does he go forth? What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielsen Show flu. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do
The Nielson Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Back here on the Nielson Show, Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, you two, Trev, with you this morning. We'll be here all week and next Monday as the boys are in Mexico right now. We're hoping one of them is going to be awake by 8:40 to join us. Their flight was delayed 6 hours, 5 hours. Not the safest place to be right now, but...
It's kind of like here. The EST Afternoon Cartel has taken over the morning show.
It is.
Too soon?
It is.
Maybe.
Hey, and if you're a 95.7 Cruise FMer, thank you for listening. But after the Nielsen Show, there's more shows, just
Way
in case
more.
you didn't know. The Hangout, followed by The Lock Shop, Oil Stream 2 Guys, EST Afternoons, and The Reed Wilkins Show.
3 to 6 with Jay Milne.
We get to interview Reed Wilkins on, what days does he join?
He joins Thursday.
Thursday.
After it's Bruce Boudreau this week. You guys
Oh, boy.
Nice.
We were nervous for Darren Dreger, not Bruce Boudreau. I'll probably be shaking.
I'll admit I was a little nervous talking to Darren Dreger.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We don't get the big dogs on yesterday afternoon.
I called you Gager.
I know.
yeah.
Well, you wrote it in there, so
No, but he
didn't call me
knows.
Hernan. He had a 50-50 shot.
For me, he probably didn't even know what to say. It's like, he's like, I'll just say Gager, and then.
No, I think I've talked to him before though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think he knows.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's great. That was great. Awesome.
It's nice that he could watch that one as a fan.
I know.
I was wondering that. Like I wonder, they come back. You got James Duthie, Bieksa, all those guys. Like, I wanted a camera of them. Like, what are they going through the motions? Do they have to be professional? Like,
I
that's
think
tough.
I could see Elliott throwing a few pumpernickels when Canada scores, just maybe under the table.
Yeah.
I think they're all kind of.
It's different because it's for your country.
Yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
It was nice. I liked it as well with Color, Mike Johnson. Love him. He's awesome. But
awesome.
There was one point you could just tell he had his fan come out. He's like, "Come on!" Like he said,
Yeah.
"Come on, you got to shoot it." Like he was like, you could tell. There's a
Well,
little bit more
the
there.
Too Many Men, he was caught up in it a
He
little
was
bit
like, "Come
too.
on, yeah."
Which was good. I think that's fine.
It is
right?
fine.
It's
I
fine.
don't mind seeing
it.
that
On
at
that
all.
international level, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's good. It's basically a regional broadcast.
Hey, let's get to, that's good. Check out their Massimo Heat and Serve meals made freshly daily, ready for you to take home to heat and serve. You can get individual and family size. Guys, I got to go with, that's good. Overall, we kind of brought it up with Dregs there. Like how I threw a nickname.
Yes.
We're good buddies now.
We're that close.
I think the Olympic hockey was fantastic. And listen, I love the NHL. I truly do. I can't wait for Wednesday. But it's going to be a bit of a drop-off. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Yeah. I mean, that was just so elite.
Like, no one's sitting here saying, man, I can't wait to see Enrique back in the lineup.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about MJ. Look at it. See how I used it? Like he goes, the speed is ridiculous down here because he's between the benches and he does it on a regular basis. And then he's noticing that the speed of the game is almost like too quick to cover. Like that, it's amazing. It's amazing what we were able to watch. I'm glad. I guess that's good. That the fact that we're going to see. I think a lot more best on best. And I don't think it should be every year. I like that it's, there's a break and then they start up again. That we'll see this way more often.
Because let's be honest, Finland was game, man. Like, they were good. Czechia gave, I was going to say Edmonton, Canada all they could handle. Sweden was good. Some of these lesser teams too. Like, there was a few blowouts, but a lot of these teams, like Slovakia, for example.
You're not going to see. Well, I mean, one of the big stories was the Anaheim's prospect goaltender for Italy. I forget his name now, but that kid was unreal.
Good. He was fantastic. Don't know his name, but
maybe we will soon.
How many guys from the Olympics that are not playing in the NHL will Stan Bowman bring in the offseason?
We'd said that before.
Yeah.
Tomaszek back in the lineup.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, like for sure. I completely agree with you guys coming back from that. It's like the play is going to be different, but like just McDavid, how he responds. What are you guys thinking about that?
Do you think is
It's
like
two
to
ways.
me? I would just be. It would be so hard to come off of that level of emotion and intensity. And I'm not saying that the NHL is so much lower, but just you'd probably feel drained if you're McDavid in that first game. I think you asked me, does he even play that first game? Do you hold him out that game?
Well, quickly, we're talking about how great the Olympics were for, that's good for the Italian Center. So this was some Oiler news from yesterday. Kapanen to miss the first 2 games on the road trip. He's hurt again. Rico's back. Had him in Reek. Sure. I mean, and Connor McDavid, they said they're taking it day by day. They're going to see the status. I think he's flying back today. Yeah. So, and then for all the American players, up in the air as well when they're going to return to the teams because they deserve to celebrate a little bit.
Well, who was it? Trocheck? The lip reading?
Yeah, I'm getting messed up.
I'm getting messed up tonight.
Oh, man, that's crazy. And look at this, 29 likes away from changing 200.
What? Thanks, guys. That's great.
That's absolutely outstanding. No, but these Olympics didn't disappoint. Listen, on the women's side, it's still very heavy Canada-US, right? But that final game was fantastic as well. You saw one of the greatest goals of the tournament in that overtime as well. 0 for 2. I think first time in Olympic history, the U.S. sweeps the women's and men's, which is a little unfortunate. But you can't, like, I think Darren Dreger said it too. Like that game yesterday, it's what we all wanted. Tight, maybe not overtime 3-on-3, but man, that game had you on the edge of your seat.
Every game up to the gold medal had you on the edge of your seat, right? Yeah. Like it was just nail biting time, and the nervousness. The sense of relief after a Canadian win, like that feels so good, you know? Man, just needed one more. That's probably a good thing. I would have been late this morning if they would have won.
Well, I was telling you, because I had one beer, and then I ordered a second one. I didn't even finish it because I was so upset.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm kind of glad because I probably would have stayed and had a few more, like celebrated, right? But no. Max Bezuza says, has Hernan asked the earlier guests if they had a donaire yet? No, come on. Only Americans we asked that of. And usually Elks players.
Yeah.
Usually Elks players. We're 2 minutes away from Jessi Pierce. YouTube Trev's going to get her on the line there for us. She's a regular guest on EST Afternoon. She's fantastic. She works for NHL.com. She does cover the Minnesota Wild, but she was all over the game yesterday celebrating. So we just want to get a vibe check from down south.
Her podcast, Bar Down Beauties, I think she does it. It's really good. If you're interested in any Minnesota Wild fans out there, they do a really good job.
What did you think of Darren Dreger saying he expects some activity here before the deadline?
Yeah, he mentioned he floated that out before, but I think there was what we've seen over the past probably decade is GMs not waiting till the trade deadline to get things done, and I think it's way more beneficial to your team to get these guys into your lineup as quick as possible to try to get some sort of chemistry of where they fit in, right? So,
two interesting names he dropped: Nazem Kadri, a team would love to have him, and then Vinny Trocheck.
Yeah,
I don't think it's realistic for the Oilers.
No, I mean Kadri would be the perfect guy. So would Trocheck. Like both those guys would be. I think the perfect third line center for the Edmonton Oilers, right? Is it third line center or is it D?
I mean, you need both, but it's like my dream is Anton Lundell, but that's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
That guy's a stud.
Portion of this hour brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. And YouTube tries to give me a thumbs up if we're ready to roll here. We are ready to roll. Friend of EST Afternoons, but Joaquin, Gage, and Hernan are taking over the morning show with the regular guys in Mexico on the EST trip. Jessi Pierce from NHL.com joins us on the Firehouse Hotline. Jessi, we have to get a vibe check because the party's still going there. What's going on down south there?
I think some people are walking a little slowly this morning into their places of work or education because it was quite the celebratory day yesterday. There is a benefit of having it be such an early morning, right? I think a lot of people were able to recompose themselves before the evening. But heck of a game. Congrats to you guys, too. I thought it was just a really good all-around, but obviously biased. I'm very excited that the U.S. came away with the gold for sure.
Jessi, I saw some of your posts. They were tough not to respond, but I let you definitely have the moment. But what, in your mind, what has this done for kind of USA hockey? I mean, the women win gold, the men win gold, the hockey was just fantastic. What's the state? What do you think that will do going forward?
It's a staple in where USA Hockey is and where it's come. You know, I interned at USA Hockey back in 2010 and have worked with them in various iterations. So I've seen how much resources they have been putting into the women's game in particular, but also in goaltending, which obviously was the biggest difference, I think, yesterday, where everyone could agree in the U.S.-Canada men's game in those different areas. And you look at World Championships, getting the victory there last year, World Juniors, how dominant the U.S. has been in recent years. It's just really, really exciting. They've been doing so much work behind the scenes, so much work at the grassroots level, and taking a look at what Canada has done, too, and implementing that into how they've been processing things here in the U.S. It's huge. I'm hoping this will grow the game. The Olympics, you always see an upspurt in different winter activities, right, or even different summer sports, but in hockey certainly has benefited from that. But I think getting that gold, 46 years in the making, it's just absolutely tremendous. I can't wait for the next Try Hockey for Free situation and in March to see how many kids come out and decide they want to be the next Jack Hughes.
Jessi Pierce from NHL.com joining us here on the Nielson Show. Jessi, like here this morning, we're breaking down the roster construction of Team Canada, as you would expect. But, you know, the U.S. and Bill Guerin took a lot of heat as well. They left Cole Caulfield off the roster, Jason Robertson, Kyle Connor, who's an excellent goal scorer, one of the best in the league, didn't even play in that final. Jessi, you got to give kudos to Bill Guerin. He said, we're not building a team of stars, and it looks like he nailed it because they come away with the gold medal.
It makes me particularly happy for Billy. He was fielding a lot of criticism on the names left off that roster.
Mm-hmm.
And for a little bit, you know, through the preliminary games, you were kind of saying, yeah, maybe he should have taken Jason Robertson. Maybe he should have taken Cole Caulfield. But Bill Guerin, and I've seen him do this with the Minnesota Wild as well, he's a guy who knows what he wants. And obviously he has the pedigree of winning. He knows what it takes to win a Stanley Cup championship. And to him, it's always been about the right guys. It's never been about the superstar. Certainly you need to have some of that superstar talent, and he was able to get a smattering of that as well. But he knew exactly what to look for, too. I mean, the penalty kill going 18 for 18 throughout the course of the entire tournament is phenomenal, and that's not without guys like JT Miller and Vincent Trocheck, who were two of the players that a lot of people questioned if they fit on this roster. You know, it is the Olympics are always such a weird animal. You've got to bring all these different guys together and be able to have them gel very, very quickly and go out and be successful against the other best in the world. And so I think Bill Guerin really took that to heart and said, you know what, yes, we would love to have all of these superstar scorers, but that's not going to make a great team. And again, kudos to him because he gets to kind of shove it all back at everyone else and say, see, told you so. So love it.
Jessi, you've mentioned since the trade of Quinn Hughes, it's just a breath of fresh air on the back of the Wild's D-core. We saw Hughes and the play of Boldy, obviously scoring that first goal for the U.S. team. What do you think the effect of those guys winning gold, coming back to their team for this last push till the end of the season, and what is just a juggernaut of a Central Division?
Yeah, you know, I actually asked Marcus Foligno just that. I said, how much can having, you know, Boldy and Faber and Hughes get this experience of winning under this high pressure situation? And Foligno said it's huge because they don't really have any guys in the locker room that have had that type of success, right? You don't have these guys that have been in the Stanley Cup Finals. You don't have these guys that have gone on these deep runs. Minnesota's always managed to find a way into the playoffs, but as the story goes, it's not much longer past the first round. And so to get just that experience and to have that knowledge is going to be great. And they have to be oozing with confidence. Boldy and Hughes and Faber had phenomenal tournaments, so I'm sure they're going to come back with a little bit extra swag, as they should. There's only, 24 games left for most teams coming back out of this break. So it's going to go by quickly. You're going to need to pick up right where they left off, which for the Minnesota Wild was in a pretty good spot. I'm so excited to see that additional experience and how that's going to affect the team moving forward.
Jessi, the Wild might be in trouble this week, though, because I don't think those players on the USA team are coming back anytime soon.
No, it sounds like they've got some things to take care of, and I'm sure they're going to be a little exhausted. If the fans here were celebrating hard, I imagine those boys took it up a notch or two based on some of the things I saw on social. So good for them. Pop the champagne, boys.
Hey, Jessi, thank you for taking some time this morning to join us just to get a vibe check on the celebrations down there south, of course. Jessi, all the best, and I'm sure we'll have you on EST Afternoons soon.
Sounds good, boys. Thanks so much.
All right. Jessi Pierce from NHL.com joining us there. We'll see when the players return to their teams. I'm sure they're going to get a few days off here, maybe even a game or two. I could see that happen. Okay. You were talking about MJ, Mike Johnson. Smitty the Welder says, I can't, there's so many texts coming in, but he said he's not that good, to put it polite.
Really?
I think Mike Johnson's one of the best.
Yeah.
I'm a little I don't know if it's biased, but like I'm so used to Craig Simpson, and I think Craig Simpson's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Mike Johnson, there's a reason he's there.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
I think he has a very unique view of the game too.
Yeah.
And he's played in those in some of those markets too. He was a Leaf, right? Yeah, I like how he breaks it down. I like how he sees certain things. It's just different, right? We're kind of used to our team here, who I think do a phenomenal job. Louis is so knowledgeable about the game, and Jack could make paint dry somehow be exciting at times, right? So I think we're kind of that frog in the boiling pot kind of thing. We've become accustomed to such good broadcasting that, and not saying that we're just everything's a little bit different, but you have to take. Like I thought the whole crew was unbelievable because there was a certain bit of more excitement for Team Canada, right? Yeah. It wasn't right down the pipe for both teams. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was very unique and special. So,
no, that's you two, Trev. You're a lot younger than Joaquin and I. You probably missed a lot of the broadcasters that we kind of grew up with. Is Mike Johnson up there for you?
I think Smitty the Welder is correct. He's not good.
Really?
He's amazing. I love him, man. I think he's awesome. He calls it how it is. I think he's got a great voice. Like that's the thing that his voice works for me. That's always like that's the thing I like the most. I love his voice, man. And then you got CC there as well. Like they work well off of each other. I don't disagree with him much. The way he calls the game, man. I think it's awesome. He's got that energy. He brings it. Yeah,
and
man.
he's like, he gets excited equally for all the teams.
Yeah, he does, man. Like tuning into all of them, I'm like, okay, he sounds exactly like how he was with Canada versus Czechia against Sweden and this team, right? I think he's awesome, man.
He was a good player too, man. Like he was good.
Looking at his DP, yeah,
he was really good. I played against him a couple times, I believe, maybe an exhibition or something somewhere, but he was good. I found him a good player, but maybe everyone that shot at me I thought was good. Yeah, Arthur, 1, 2, 3, Arthur. Like Jack and Louis are awesome. Yeah, they are awesome. We're blessed with great broadcasters. I think. There's people like I think Craig Simpson takes the most heat.
Yeah,
I think it mostly because he covers Leaf games, right?
Yeah, but
I mean Leaf fans don't like him because they just say he doesn't cheer for them enough, and then people think he's so biased with Leafs all the time when they get them. I think when they come and do games here, if it's a hockey night in Canada or in certain situations, people are just more so upset that someone else is doing it.
No, I think Simpson is more loyal to the Oilers, but he keeps it professional.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people... It's like, why did Drew Romenda take so much heat here? Because he was honest about it.
Yeah.
And people don't want to hear that.
No.
People want, well, not all the fans. Like, I like an honest broadcaster. If the team sucks, say they suck.
And I mean, I do find if you're listening to a regional broadcast of, say, like a Bruins game or something, you hear those guys, and they are livid against the other team, the other coach, the refs, everything. Like,
well, who was the guy in Boston, the play-by-play guy?
Oh, my gosh.
That guy.
Jack Edwards?
Yeah.
You want to talk about a homer round?
Oh yeah, he was.
And they should be though. That's the thing. I mean, if you listen to Stoff and like Stoff's pretty much a homer on, but that's what he's supposed to be. Rod Phillips. Oh my gosh,
but he was fantastic.
He was great.
No, but the difference with Rod, okay, yeah, maybe he was a homer, but he'd call it how it is. Like he didn't hold back. He wasn't sugarcoating anything.
He had to come in and apologize one time to us because he mentioned something along the lines of the fans were paying too much for this.
Yeah.
And he came, and of course we didn't listen to it. We were playing.
Yeah.
And he came in and apologized for saying it to us.
I love Rod. I remember when it was Decade of Darkness times, like the first 3-4 years, and it was one of the last games of the season in Anaheim. Patrick O'Sullivan was on the team. And it's in the third period, and Rod Phillips like, and for the 10,000th time this season, Patrick O'Sullivan turns the puck over. I was like, yes. I love Rod Phillips. You never heard Rod, did you?
Rod Phillips. No, I don't think so.
Oh my, best calls ever.
He's funny, man.
He is.
He had one of those laughs that you laugh, but he's out of breath. Like you think you take a breath, Rod.
breathe.
Oh man, he was the best. And I know people that got the chance to listen to Rod will say the same thing, man. Like he is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I'm surprised some people don't like MJ. I truly am. I thought he was great. Thought it was a nice change of pace from CC and Craig Simpson. I did not mind it at all. I thought it was really well done. But to each their own. I mean, everybody has their own kind of taste. I want to ask, Smitty the Welder and the few folks that don't like, why don't you like him? What is it about its delivery that you don't like?
Yeah, Will with 2 L's in the inbox. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to disagree. MJ is terrible. Everyone's got their favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bootski, if anyone doesn't know, the commish, Quinn Phillips, is Rod's daughter.
Yeah.
I remember Quinn when she was running around the dressing room.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Hour 3, Joaquin, already.
Wow.
You're going to get to go home.
Holy smokes. What are we going to do?
I got so much time. Right?
Yeah. How are you guys liking it so far? It's going good?
I don't know.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think you guys are doing awesome. I'm having so much fun.
We're still on. No calls from Dusty yet. But
I wonder if they're still sleeping.
I wonder if, Dusty's got the blankets over his head. Definitely.
Yeah, he's not leaving his room.
He's not leaving the room.
Can you guys bring me breakfast? Don't miss breakfast in Mexico. It's the best part of the day, man. I love breakfast in Mexico.
Get down on some huevos rancheros.
Huevos rancheros. Yeah. It's just so much good food there.
Changing 200.
Whoa!
Let's go, boys.
That's a first for us.
Hey, if
300, maybe 300.
300. Hernan sings La Bamba after Oilers win.
That he does.
I got to sing Bad Bunny now.
Oh,
yeah. Coming up in the third hour, kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's. How do we do this, Trev? We get people to call in, or you pick someone?
Yeah, so text in now.
Text in now.
If you want to play, text in now. And pick me. Come on, Trev, pick me. Whatever you want.
Okay.
Make it stand out, and then I'll pick you.
Playing for Mr. Mike's gift card.
Yes, you are.
Sweet.
We'll do 3 questions too many for the great staff at Park Mazda. Hopefully, Dusty or Eric will join us around 8:40. Then we got the wrap for William Huff. So lots of fun still to come. The hangout coming up from 9 to 11, followed by the log shop. I think it's Iwanik and Huss.
Yeah.
Then it's the oil.
Or it's Glue Guy today.
Glue Guy.
Yeah.
And then it's the oil stream with Tommy G. ESC Afternoons with Matthew Wanik and the Coob. That's going to be a fun show. I can't wait. And then, of course, the one and only Reed Wilkins and the handsome Jay Milne with the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 to 6. And then Wednesday, we're right back at pre- and post-game shows. Also, it is time. Are we doing this right now?
Probably after the break.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, after the break. After the break. Yeah, we're gonna have the keyword for you for the Cruise FM and Macamee College Cruise Flyaway, the Ultimate Sports Weekend Edition. Round trip flights, money for accommodations, 2 tickets to Dodgers Rangers, 2 tickets to Lakers Suns, and 2 tickets to Edmonton versus the LA Kings and Artemi Panarins.
Ooh, debut.
Yeah. So that's coming up shortly here. Keep slamming that thumbs up. Hit us up on the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. Nasty chat as well. Let's get to 300 thumbs. But first up, here's our guy, YouTube Trev, with your sports update.
Canada settles for silver on the final day of the Olympics, falling 2-1 in overtime to the Americans after a Jack Hughes winner in OT. Connor McDavid was named tournament MVP, finishing with 13 points in 6 games played. Canada wraps up the games, 11th overall in the medal standings with 5 gold, 7 silver, and 9 bronze medals. Norway tops the table with 41 total medals, including 18 gold, setting a new Olympic record. And that is a wrap from Milano Cortina. Back to the NHL. Action resumes Wednesday with 8 games on the schedule, and the NHL's Olympic roster freeze has officially come to an end, allowing teams to resume making trades after nearly 3 weeks of inactivity. The NHL trade deadline is March 6th. On the diamond, the Toronto Blue Jays dropped an 11-10 exhibition decision to the Boston Red Sox yesterday. Spring training continues today as the Jays host the New York Mets down in Florida. And in the NBA, there were 11 games last night highlighted by the Raptors dominating the Bucks 122-94. Manuel quickly led the charge with 31 points, 3 boards, and 9 assists. Toronto is back in action tomorrow against the first place Thunder. And around the league tonight, the Pistons host the Spurs, the Kings take on the Grizzlies, and the Jazz visit the Rockets. The Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. I'm YouTube Trev. You're up to date.
I see a good thing arising. I see more goes on the way. I see McNugent, it is frightening. I see greatness when they play. They scored a goal tonight. Well, McNugent's quite a sight. It don't matter who's on the right. I see their chemistry growing. I know this duo could be huge. I see the talent overflowing. I hope the Poho keeps a nooch. They scored a goal tonight. Well, McNugent's quite a sight. It don't matter who's on the right. All right.
Nugent Hopkins, flip lob. Not about the shot. McDavid does take it, and he scores. Power play goal. Connor McDavid.
Hope that these guys stay together. Hope you see the skill you can't deny. Looks like coaching them is a pleasure. Aikens would have seen it in their eyes. They scored a goal tonight. Well, McNugent's quite a sight. It don't matter who's on the right.
He's a jitterbug. He's a jitterbug. He's a jitterbug. He's a jitterbug.
Hello, Moto. He's got the boom boom inside his heart.
We're back here on the Nielson Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Of course, the title sponsor for Edmonton Sports Talk is Play Alberta. Go on the site, look at the left-hand side. You'll see EST there. Bunch of bets coming today. We got the early bird. We'll have that one up. I just got to send it to Mr. Iwanek, as he's going to be a busy boy today, doing 2 shows, plus dealing with all of us.
Yeah.
It's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas. YouTube Trev with you here as we roll along on the final hour. Before we get to kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's, and of course 3 questions too many for the great staff at Park Mazda. It's time for the keyword. It's the Cruise FM and Macamee College Cruise Flyaway Ultimate Sports Weekend Edition, powered by River Crew Resort and Casino, Rock It Out, Salon, Smile Haven, and the Solora Hot Tubs and Patio. Text the keyword that's coming up here, but first let me give you the details. The trip to Los Angeles from April 9th to April 12th. You get round-trip flights, money for accommodations, 2 tickets to Dodgers Rangers on the 10th, 2 tickets to Lakers Suns also on the 10th. These are your doubleheader. And then on the 11th, it's the Edmonton Oilers versus the Kings. You got to text the word to 780-989-0957. Once again, 780-989-0957. Your keyword for today is field. Field. F-I-E-L-D. Text that in. And Cruise FM will select one of you. We're good?
It.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a good trip, buddy.
That's a great trip.
Great trip.
Have you ever done I've never done a double stack of sporting events in a day. Oh, have I?
I don't think I have either.
I don't think yeah. I always said that the Elks and the Oilers, because when their seasons kind of overlap a little bit, that a double ticket where you hit maybe it's an afternoon Oilers game and an Elks game in the evening, whatever, vice versa. I thought that would be awesome.
Like I haven't gone to both, but I've gone to example an Elks game and then go somewhere and watch on TV, but I haven't been to the actual arena. Yeah, which is obviously different.
I think we should try. You and I together should do a Riverhawks Elks game this summer.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
We can invite YouTube Trev too.
We should come.
This one says these hosts are way too calm and rational and are taking the fun out of it.
Sorry.
Just wait till the Oilers start, buddy.
Yeah. Then we'll completely lose it.
We'll completely lose it. YouTube Trev is going to give me the thumbs up if we're good to go. Yeah? Okay. I don't know what's going to happen here. What are we doing right now? Kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual with a new location now open in Bonnie Doon. Check out MrMikes.ca for more details. Order online at the Skip the Dishes and DoorDash. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casual. YouTube Trev, who do you have on the line?
We've got for 30, I believe 37-0. The streak is at 36, so we'll be going to 37. And who's going to get us there, you ask? Spruce Grove Keegan.
Keegan.
All right.
Keegan, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Just hope you have a good morning. Keep the streak going.
All right, Keegan.
All right.
I'll be reading the questions.
Yes.
YouTube Trev will start the ticker after I read the first one. Are you ready to roll?
I'm ready to go.
Who scored the OT winner for the U.S. yesterday?
Jack Hughes.
Who scored the lone goal for Canada yesterday?
Kel McCarr.
How many goals did Macklin Celebrini finish with at the Olympics?
11.
Which NHL team had the most players in the gold medal game?
Florida Panthers.
How many medals did Canada finish with at the Olympics?
Wow, 2 out of 5. Ooh.
That's tough for old Keegan there, man.
And those were super easy.
That's I don't know if I could get any easier. Yeah, did he even watch the Olympics?
Did you even Olympics, bro?
Wow.
Did you even Olympics?
Okay.
So correct. He got Jack Hughes, scored the OT winner.
Got Cale Makar.
Macklin Celebrity did not finish with 11 goals.
No, no, they would have got the gold if he did that.
Yeah.
He got 5. And the team that had the most gold medals was the Vegas Golden, or most players in the gold medal game was the Vegas Golden Knights.
Noah Hannafin. Shea Theodore, Mark Stone, Mitch Marner, Jack Eichel. And how many medals did Canada finish with at the Olympics?
21.
21. Wow. Dusty's not going to be happy.
That's...
This is on Keegan. It's not on us.
Spency 5 Centsy. I don't think that was easy or fast enough.
Hey, it's our first time, okay?
Yeah, geez. Oh, man.
You only needed 3 to win.
Not a great look for Hernan and Gage. Kind of hard trivia, Gager.
YouTube Trev, what did you think of that?
Well, that was something. I don't know. Poor Keegan, man. Just
that's tough.
He was. I'm just gonna say he should have won. Should have won.
2 losses.
This is a sports station.
You would have got 3, right?
I would have absolutely. Yeah. So no. But I tell you, and I feel bad for Keegan because he says, "Please help me have a better morning. Pick me." Tough guy, but you know what? Good sport. Okay, Keegan.
That's good. So Canada loses. Keegan loses.
We had to hear Roseanne sing that song.
Man.
Oof.
Yeah.
Was that unfair? What did the Nasties think?
This one, Hernan and Gage will not do 2 shows. You know what? Life's hard. Deal with it then. Yeah. You know what?
We are a sports station.
Yeah.
And our listeners and our viewers are the smartest sports people in Canada. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, another round. We'll see if we can start a new streak, YouTube Trev.
Yeah, maybe the new streak starts tomorrow.
It's going to have to, right?
I guess, yeah.
No, I'm just starting to think, like, what are the boys going to say?
Who cares? They're in Mexico.
Who cares? Who cares what they say?
They don't need to know.
This is our show.
It's not like they're listening to us right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So hopefully one of those 2 will join us for a quick 5 minutes. I just really want to see what they're up to.
Yeah, no, that'd be good to see. Just if they're doing okay, right?
Okay, let's get to 3 questions too many. Your dealer for life, Park Mazda. Eric usually makes up the liners. I'm not that creative. So.
Okay.
Neither am I, man. Like, I know for sports updates, every time he's got something in the...
Yeah.
He's got lots. I don't know. How Dusty as well. They come up with them like that. Not me.
This one says, that was harder than kind of Tommy trivia.
Yeah.
Okay, first question, boys, and we want the Nasties to chime in as well at the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999, and hit us up on the Nasty chat. Boys, ladies who are listening as well, what was your favorite moment of the Olympics?
Ooh, favorite moment. That's a good one. Yeah, I do like when people win, and I was kind of, just because we had our Bonspiel recently, watching the Canadian men win gold on that last rock and seeing them like celebrate and stuff, and all the Mark Kennedy's things before. That was great. The hockey was great too, but other than that, everyone watched that. But I felt really good for those guys winning the gold medal in curling.
YouTube?
Oh, man, there's a lot of good. There's so much good. One of the goals, it was, I think it was McDavid it was Crosby to McDavid to McKinnon early on in the tournament. That was just, that was awesome. But for me, it's got to be the most viral moment, Mark Kennedy. Like, that's my moment. I thought that was awesome, man. Like, seriously, so funny. He handled it. I know the next day he's like, I feel bad. Nah, it's whatever. It's happened. You're human. Like, tune into any hockey game. If you got a hot mic, you hear the players on the bench. That happens a lot. So
if he doesn't capitalize on this marketing opportunity,
yeah, man. It's awesome. So many memes.
Oh my gosh!
Like
the
so
Mark
many
Kennedy
photos.
finger.
Yeah, man. The finger. It's like you're that guy.
It's great. It's great. The funniest thing was, one of the memes was getting a beer at an American bar. and the guy pushes it.
Yeah,
and then getting a beer in a Canadian bar, and the guy pushes it with his finger and then starts swearing.
So good.
It's awesome.
Jason says the wolf dog running across the line and sniffing
that was
butts.
great.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
A lot for Mark Kennedy. The sprint finish of the last place biathlon competitors. The Cam says the Canadian men winning gold at curling and Michael Kingsbury winning gold in the moguls.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
For me, I there was moments like we were doing the show and Draisaitl scores 20 seconds into his first Olympic game. I thought that was awesome.
Was pretty cool.
And then watching the semifinal here, like Dusty picks up Marsh.
Oh,
we're all together because
that was a good moment.
As media guys, and we do radio shows, we do all this stuff. We don't celebrate a lot of stuff, right? But for that, and then we all jumped into the hangout because the TV was ahead of the TV in the chill lounge, and then just being able to hug and celebrate a goal like that with everybody included. Like for little Marshall, that's a great experience.
Oh, he's gonna remember that forever. Like that little clip was great because there was, I think Maddie said there's 8 seconds in between when someone says something, and then everyone just goes ballistic.
We're all like no one was moving, so I thought that was pretty cool. And the Olympics as a whole, man, like it's such a cool event. I absolutely love it. Like you said, now we go home, we have nothing to put on.
I know. Got to watch our shows.
And honorable mention to the guy that came out after winning bronze, I believe, and confessing his love.
That guy,
that he cheated.
That's like it happened 8 months ago too. Like that happened right away, right?
Yeah.
And then the girl saying no.
No, just oh no.
All right, second questions for 3 questions too many. These came in from our good old loyal Nasties. Is the U.S. developing goalies faster or better than Canada right now?
Ooh, this is I've pondered on this question lately because, look, we've been talking about Canadian goaltending going into this tournament for the past year, right? Is Binnington the guy? I think I was very impressed with Jordan Binnington this year. For him to go through what he's gone through, his numbers with St. Louis Blues, and to raise his level of play, to get to within a goal or a shot of winning a gold medal, like he was outstanding. That save he made on Quinn Hughes in overtime, like unbelievable, right? No, you know what? I think it's a couple things. I think just the fact that right now American goalies in the NHL, when you look at their stats, their numbers, they're really good. But I mean, Connor Hellebuck's numbers aren't awesome, but he also won the Hart and the Vezina the year prior, right? So when you look across the league, there's top 10 goaltenders that are from the U.S. that you would probably put ahead of a lot of Canadian goaltenders. And the other thing is, I don't think goaltending is as sexy as it was when I was a kid. Players have, like, when I played goal, it was like, we get all this cool gear. Yeah. We get more gear. Now players get monogram skates, the sticks are all flashy. When you go onto social media and look up hockey stuff, it's never really goaltenders making big windmill saves and things like that. It's just not as attractive, I don't think, for kids as it was when I was younger. So that might be something to, I mean, there's still a lot of goaltenders, but maybe I'll get I'll try to see if my friend's available who runs a really good, successful goaltending school and see what he says about that.
Trev, I'll ask you this. Where would you rank Canadian goaltending compared to other countries in hockey?
Well, man, it's definitely not the same. It's not what it once was.
Would Russia be number one?
Yes.
You'd have to look at it for the success.
Russia, like you could debate. I think there's good points you could debate between like the Americans and the Russians, because you got Shesterkin, you've got Vasilevsky, who in my opinion was like your guys. Yeah, I mean he was my brodeur essentially.
Yeah.
Like,
Bobrovsky, if you want.
And then you got Bobrovsky, and then you got Sorokin.
Yeah,
like that's incredible.
Yeah.
And then for the Americans, you've got Demko when he's healthy. He is, I think, like a top 5 goaltender in the world. And then you got Hellebuck, as Gage just said, reigning Vezina Hart Trophy winner. You got Swayman. You've got
Ottinger, who was
Ottinger. Yeah. So it's between those two. And even though, I feel like the Swedes have gone down a little bit as well. Like growing up, they had Lundqvist. Well, that was their guy for quite some time.
Markstrom looked pretty good, and then the Gustafsson and Wallman are both on the same team.
Yeah.
But the thing that, and we're in a unique situation here in Edmonton for what we went through, because everyone was blaming Stuart Skinner, and now he goes to Pittsburgh. All of a sudden, his numbers are unbelievable.
Yeah,
and the two guys that are here, although I would say that Jari hasn't been as good, that their numbers have dropped because of the defensive structure. And we'll get into the whole hiring of Coffey this week. But yeah, I think it's situational for goaltenders too. Yeah, are there elite goaltenders that can push teams over the edge? Yes, but what you saw was a goal, the worst goaltender statistically in the NHL go to the Olympics and have success behind a good team and look and be an integral piece of that team too.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just if we did a ranking of the goaltenders per country, I think Canada right now I think they're top 5, but closer to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Russia,
Americans,
Sweden. What about?
Well, Finland has Juicy Saros, and who is Lankinen.
Yeah.
But Bennington, despite his numbers with the St. Louis Blues, he's a big game player.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
There's no debating that. But after that, sure, you can go to Logan Thompson, who has great numbers with the Capitals, but we haven't seen a lot of him at the international level. Same with Darcy Kemper. And then who comes after that? Who would be in the running? Would Skinner jump back in there?
Yeah.
Would
right now you would.
Yeah. Montembeault was there last time. Aiden Hill. All great goalies, guys, but when we stack them up against other countries, it's completely different.
Dostal, I don't know. I heard Noodles doing a little hit on him. He's saying he's kind of the next elite goaltender to come up.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now he's Czech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. And the Oilers will see him.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, boys. And then we keep talking about tanking in the NBA. So Charles Barkley over the weekend said he came up with these ideas to prevent teams from tanking. Can't raise ticket prices if you're below 500. Every lottery team gets one ping pong ball. And remove pick protection in trades. If you could keep one of those for the NBA to stop tanking, which one would it be?
I think the lottery ball.
I like you can't raise ticket prices if you're a below 500 team.
I saw one earlier. NBA players should be paid per game.
That too.
I like that. Yeah.
If it's getting to this point, it's tough to manage. Okay, he's out, so ticket prices are. How do you manage that with season ticket holders and stuff like that, right? But if you're this is getting ridiculous. Can you imagine? Because I think Dusty's going to watch LeBron, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but there's no guarantees.
There's no guarantee. He could be sitting there and see, LBJ's sitting there.
Where is he?
With his Mr. T starter kit and a toucan.
Yeah. It's getting very ridiculous. I think if hockey players, the NHL doesn't do it, why is the NBA doing it?
Because the NBA, a lot of teams are sitting out their star players with no reason.
Yeah.
There's,
that's the thing.
I don't know if they're fake medical reports, but you're looking at Dallas, who are the other teams involved in this? That they're just sitting out guys to sit out guys.
Yeah.
The stuff that Kawhi Leonard started, this whole load management is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You're getting played to play the sport, man. If you're not hurt.
I know this is Dusty's show, and I probably shouldn't be mocking LeBron, but he said, I'm 100 years old. I can't play every game. Well,
yeah. And what are you doing? Retire.
Exactly.
And a lot of them aren't LeBron age, They're still 28.
It is
32.
taxing on those bodies. I won't it's.
But in the NHL, you're not seeing the Vancouver Canucks sitting Elias Pettersson and Jake DeBrusk and
let's face it,
Philip Hronek, for example, because those are the 3 best players probably.
Yeah.
If what happened to Jack Hughes happens in any other sport, he doesn't score that goal. I mean, he got his tooth knocked out and came back, right?
Yeah.
It's just part of the fabric of a hockey player. It's almost a badge of honor to get injured and come back.
That's true, and also for like the athletes in the NBA, like, don't you want to get out there as much as you can? It's the sport you love, the thing you love most to do.
Like, especially if you're not going to the playoffs. I, as an athlete, I'd want to play as many games as I could. Yeah. You're getting a lot of time off. Now, can you see the owner telling the GM and the president and then telling guys, we need to tank? At the same time, there's no guarantee you're going to win the lottery.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't like it.
You can tell Dusty was having a few at the airport yesterday because he was tweeting a bunch of stuff about how someone tweeted that LeBron's playing in a tougher era against like all stars. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on.
I've heard but I mean, it's the same. You can have the same argument with hockey to a level because you have to say the skill level in the NHL is a lot higher than it was 10, 15 years ago. Okay. I think you can say the same thing about basketball. And has the hooking and holding and stuff gone down? But hockey is still a very physical game.
It is, yeah.
And I watching those NBA games back in the day, it was way more physical. And it was way harder. And if load management, there was no such thing as load management back then. It's a little soft. I'll say that.
Because you don't see it in a lot of other sports.
No.
Hey, this guy's sitting load management. What the hell? Like, okay, he's tired today. Like, come on, man.
They're treating themselves like pitchers, right? I pitched today. I need 4 days off. I mean, the pitchers do need that time off.
Yeah.
Starters, I get it, but you're not a pitcher.
This hour is brought to you, Joaquin, by GD Liquidators, Auctions and Appraisals. Mention EST and get 5% off anything new or used. Don't miss their monthly online auctions at gdliquidators.com. Canadian owned and operated. Make them your first call. Call 780-447-2787 or visit them at 145 10124th Ave. YouTube Trev, have you made any contact with our 2 guys down in Mexico?
No, I have not. I haven't heard. Actually, I completely forgot to send them the link, so I'm going to do that right now.
And just maybe text them and say, can any of you guys jump on for 5 minutes or something like that? Eric's probably at the bar. Mimosa, why not? Early. They're on vacation.
I wonder if it's is there a pool bar? I always like the pool bar.
Pool bars are the best.
Yeah.
Probably. Dusty's probably in his room. I wonder where Big Uke is right now.
Oh my gosh.
He's probably 5 drinks in already.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's 2 hours ahead, right?
Are they 2 hours ahead? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10 a.m. I'd be 3 drinks in already. Doug, that says the early bird bet. I'm riding. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
K-Berg. Gauge your F1 chat before they get on. We'll get into it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll get Tim on. Later in the week, yeah.
We should. I don't
know.
We
have time. We have open segments. So.
I've been browsing through the last weekend of testing here. The biggest thing that came out of last weekend, people were saying Mercedes is holding back. They're sandbagging. That's but everyone's saying this or whatever. I don't think we'll know exactly till next week in Melbourne.
And a lot of concerns for Aston Martin.
Yeah.
That's Tim Houraney's latest podcast. He discusses that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
They're really behind. But then Fernando Alonso with the quote saying, our car will be the best at some point.
Oh. And if you'd like to join our fantasy F1 league, let us know. We got to decide soon here because the first race is coming up really quick. We're kicking out some of the EST staff because they never checked their teams.
Yeah.
So only tell us if you want to join, if you're going to be committed. Because it's a long ride, buddy.
Over 20 times. You might have to change your lineup. Jesus.
All right, keep the messages coming to the Bears Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. Nasty Chat, slam that thumbs up. We're getting close to 300. And, of course, our studio sponsor, Popeyes, now for a limited time at Popeyes. It's the 3-piece of their delicious bone-in chicken for just $8. Visit popeyeschicken.ca for more info. On the other side of the break, we got the wrap for William Huff, and we're hoping one of the boys can join us from Cancun, Mexico. Don't go anywhere. Keep slamming that thumbs up. It's Joaquin Gage. It's Hernan Salas. And here's YouTube Trev with your sports update.
Claimed silver on the final day of the Olympics against the Americans, losing 2-1, all thanks to a Jack Hughes overtime winner. Connor McDavid was named tournament MVP after registering 13 points in 6 games played. Canada rounds out the tournament, finishing 11th place with 5 gold, 7 silver, and 9 bronze medals, while Norway finishes first in the tournament, coming home with 41 total medals and 18 gold medals, setting a new Olympic record. And that is a wrap from Milano Cortina. NHL action returns this Wednesday with 8 games on the schedule, and the NHL's Olympic roster freeze has officially come to an end, allowing teams to resume making trades after nearly 3 weeks of inactivity. The NHL trade deadline is March 6th. Over on the mound, the Toronto Blue Jays fell 11-10 to the Boston Red Sox in yesterday's exhibition game. Blue Jays spring training continues today when they host the New York Mets down in Florida. And in the association last night, 11 games on the schedule, including the Raptors taking down the Bucks 122-94. Emmanuel quickly led the way with 31 points, 3 boards, and 9 assists. The Raptors back on the court tomorrow when they take on the first place Thunder. And just 3 games on tap in the association later today, starting with the Pistons hosting the Spurs. The Kings battle it out with the Grizzlies, and the Jazz are in Houston to face the Rockets. I'm YouTube Trev. You're up to date.
We built this Smitty on greasy eagles. Built this Smitty. We built this Smitty on greasy eagles. Everybody knows him. Best mullet in the league. You probably know that he never gets fatigued. Face first in the corner, scoring every night. So many young kids, Smitty's in the spotlight. He may not be a captain, but Smitty sure plays a role. So just remember, we built this Smitty. We built this Smitty on greasy gold. We built this Smitty. We built this Smitty on greasy gold. Built this Smitty. We built this Smitty on greasy gold.
We're back here, final segment on the Nielson Show. Thank you for hanging out with us on this Monday. We're here all week. Reminder, full skid of shows still to come. Hangout coming up with Matthew Wannick and Tom Gazzola. Monday's usually Murray McCourt. Okay. They're going to probably recap Canada, USA, of course, and they always have fun topics as well. And then it's the Lock Shop, followed by the Oil Stream, followed by EST Afternoons with Mr. Iwanik, and then Reed Wilkins, J. Milne with the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 to 6. Wednesday, we're back. Pre- and post-game shows, and we roll along with the 24 games left in the Oilers season. I'm sure it's going to be a wild ride, and it's funny because this segment's usually Joaquin said, so I'm just going to interview Joaquin. Joaquin, what did you think of Yeah, it's
Yeah, this is when I usually join.
yeah. I didn't even think of that.
It's crazy.
Box Pounder says, I can confirm that the over-under of 5.5 drinks by Big Uke has hit the over.
Oh, by 10. I love it.
Yeah.
Is there naps? What's the over-under on naps?
Probably,
Or trips back to the room?
I never go to the room, man.
No.
I usually take one little nap.
Do we know is it sunny? I thought I saw it cloudy.
Ooh, that's the worst when you're on vacation and it's cloudy. But it's still hot.
It's hot,
Yeah.
but muggy. And then the sun comes out your last 2 days.
But there's something about the blue skies, Joaquin, that just hits differently, right?
Oh,
just hits differently. We're still waiting to hear from one of these guys. Hopefully they can join us.
This text comes in, no name on it. Goaltending equipment is so expensive that parents are staying away from wanting their kids to be goalies. But is it more expensive? I mean, I don't know. I think the cost is comparable. A lot of times, I've always said when kids are younger, well, you don't need new gear. You know, like if you can get some used stuff, it's broken in. It's a little bit easier. Like you give a little kid a brand new glove, they can't even close it. So,
like with inflation now, it's probably the same cost as when you were a kid.
Yeah, I mean, but no, like when I was a kid, most of the time, the organization provided goal gear, right? You had the MHA or whatever written in Sharpies on the sides of your pads and stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting debate because, I mean, before Canada was always like so hot for goalies, right?
Yeah, but look at you always had the goalies were, I don't know, they were more flamboyant. You know, everyone had a style. It was different. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of cookie cutter in a sense now. They all kind of look the same. There's a way to play that everyone kind of does the same stuff. Like you could watch. I mean, people can distinguish between goaltenders, the way they move and things, but I mean, there was a distinct difference when you watch Patrick Waugh play opposed to like Martin Brodeur, right? You could tell the difference just looking at them.
100%. 100%.
I don't know.
YouTube Tribes is going to keep tabs if one of the boys can join us here.
Nothing so far, boys. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. They probably went so hard this first night. Took them 6 hours.
I understand, but it's 10 in the morning, man.
Yeah, like also get up.
Get up.
You're on vacation, like get up. Don't sleep it away. Don't sleep it away.
Shoggy in St. Albert should change his name to Shoggy under the Walterdale because he is rolling.
Oh, boy. Hey, this hour is brought to you by GD Liquidators. Auctions and appraisals. Mention EST and get 5% off anything new or used. Don't miss their monthly online auctions at gdliquidators.com. Canadian owned and operated. Make them your first call, 780-447-2787. And of course, the Nielsen Show is presented by Weiss Johnson. I don't want to make like joke of Colin Bummer goes, are they out burning cars?
I mean,
that's terrible.
I mean, how close are you to some AI generated images of Dusty and Eric out there with the cars?
Hey, I talked to both of them before they left, and they said they would join us. So they better.
Oh, that's okay.
What else do we have to get to here? Should we do the sound of the day? YouTube Trev, you let me know, man.
Yeah, sound of the day we usually hit like near the end of the show.
Okay, we can wait. I guess
like 3 minutes.
Don't what we learned on the show today. Too.
Yeah,
is that at
we
the
got
end?
That's at the end. And text of the day, you have it.
And text. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get to that as well. And text of the day wins a prize, I believe,
from Royal Pizza.
Royal Pizza.
Yeah, we're going to be missing the bells and whistles. All the Cruise FMers. Dusty kind of just takes them and then says good luck.
Well, because he has a system on his laptop that he uses, so it's too much to send over and all that stuff. Because I really like the Ewell song.
Ewell. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Maybe
good jingles.
We have to sing that, too.
Chris G says, try and get Big Uke on.
Not the worst idea.
And then Wheels says, I'll come on the show.
Yeah, Wheels.
Nah, we're good, Wheels. No. We are good.
Yeah, just enjoy, Wheels.
And tomorrow, we get to interview Greg Button.
Yeah, that'll be great.
And again, we're going to head down to the US of A. talk to Greg Wyshynski, who I'm sure is going to be very happy.
He might be as inebriated as the boys right now.
Yeah.
He was very...
he was vocal. He was having the time of his life during these Olympics. He knows what he's doing, though. Like, if you I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
But, oh, man, he knows how to...
Oh, yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Royal Pizza. Wyshynski's a jerk.
Oh, I'm not going to lie, boys. This show flew by. I was really nervous to start, especially because we're on FM, 95.7 Cruise FM. It was the first time listening to Joaquin and I when the boys are back. 1, 2, 3. Hey, every show after the Nielson Show, you can find on YouTube, iHeart, TuneIn, EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
Yeah, still got a solid day of programming.
So don't be
Hangout coming out. I always like to see who's first up the stairs. Is it usually Maddie? Or is Maddie's first?
Yeah, Maddie's first.
Followed.
It's Monday, so then it'll be followed usually by Murray McCourt and then Tommy.
Does Murray do like 5 sets of stairs before he comes in to finish off his workout?
Oh, actually, speaking of the devil, Murray is first today.
There he is. All right.
Is he going to do some push-ups?
He is doing push-ups right now.
That's good. Yeah, Penner's Pancakes. Wyshynski is going to be gloating.
Oh, yeah.
That's tough.
Hey, he's allowed to.
Oh,
fair game, man.
Yeah.
It is fair game. I want to ask this. How many people are pumped for the return of the Oilers? Like, I'm asking this seriously. You too, Trev, you're a big Oiler guy. How pumped are you for Wednesday night's game?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where I'd be like before EST. Because I bet my answer would be, I cannot wait. David is going to be fired up.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like, for me, like, it's just, I've been looking forward to this for 12 years. Well, I've talked about it quite a bit recently, so I'm not really looking a heck of a I don't know.
If they won, would you be ready for it? Would you still feel the kind of same?
Yes. Oh, I'll be
really?
like, nice. Yes, they won. Let's go. But like for Team Canada, you're saying okay? Yeah.
If Team Canada won the gold, would you feel the same?
I think I'd be a lot more pumped. I'm like, okay, let's go. Really? Everything is great. Now we got some hockey. Let's see what the Oilers can do here. But I don't know, man. It's just, and I felt the same way last year. Well, actually, so maybe not then, because after the Four Nations, man, even though Canada did win, I was kind of sluggish. I was like, because I noticed the play. I noticed the play was a lot different.
And it's no secret. I enjoy the international game more than NHL game. I mean, I like the Stanley Cup playoffs and stuff. I get caught up in that a little bit, but I'm not a traditional Oilers fan where they don't give me that feeling of anxiety like it does.
It's gonna
especially on a Wednesday night at 8:30 against the Ducks.
Yeah, man, it's going to be an adjustment from watching Makar to McDavid to Trent Frederick to Janmark. It's not the same.
Hey, when I did the skills, when I was out there with those guys, like Trent Frederick, I talked to him.
Yeah,
he's a nice guy, really good guy. I think he went to Hawaii and then back home for a bit, is what he said.
Yeah.
So, we talked about who this break benefits most on this team. Trent Frederick could be one of the tops of that. Just a complete getaway. Don't even and come back, hopefully refreshed and ready to go.
And I'm not saying this to be a jerk, but like the bar is very low for him. Like if he can come in and just make an impact more than he did in the first 3 quarters of the season, it's going to be a bonus for the Edmonton Oilers. Bonington Rod says, Oilers who? This one says, it's tough to get pumped for the Oilers. It's been 2 years of coming in second, and now the same thing just happened with Canada. It's kind of exhausting being a hockey fan in Edmonton these days. This one says, between the Stanley Cup final losses, World Series losses, and Olympic losses, I hear someone. It's been a rough couple of years for Edmonton sports fans. This one says, Dusty and Eric were still standing when we left them at the bar last night at 2 a.m. Oh, boy. What are these guys up to? I want to see who's joining us here. We do have one of the soldiers coming up here.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. We'll have Dustin Nielson joining us here on the Nielson Show. Like 5 times I'm almost said EST afternoons.
Really?
I just catch myself.
That's good.
Yeah. YouTube Trev's going to give us a thumbs up when he is good to go. This is going to be the hit of the day.
Yeah.
All right, we
Dreger
bring in.
was pretty good.
Yeah, he was. Dustin Nielson, live from Cancun, Mexico. How you doing, my man?
Good morning, boys. How are you?
Oh, that's a raspy voice you got there, Dusty. How was?
I just woke up. I just had like the best sleep I've had in 9 months. Like, yeah, I just woke up. I slept for like 8 hours. It's incredible. It's good last night. It was a long day. We were at the airport for 7 hours.
Wow.
So that was tough. And then flight was fine. And then we didn't get in here till about, I don't know, we got in about 11:30 last night. And then we hit up a little sports bar here till about 2. And then Eric's got a bit of a headache, but I feel pretty good.
Tell Eric he's got to get a michelada in him or a ASAP and a little bit of tequila. Dusty, you can't miss breakfast, though, buddy. You got to go.
No, I know. We're going to have to. Well, last night, it's tough when you get here in the dark. We didn't really see anything.
Yeah.
So now I getting a look at the lay of the land, and looks pretty nice here, actually. And it's good weather today, too. It's like probably 22, 23 degrees right now, a little bit of a breeze. I'm loving it. I'm sitting out on the patio, boys. This is the life right here.
See, if I was in Mexico with that weather, I'd be pissed off.
What?
I'll give you
it's not even hot.
around.
Oh, stop it. Yeah, look at this.
Oh, look at that.
So what's the itinerary for today, Dusty?
Yeah.
Is it
No complaints. You're looking at it, buddy. I don't know. We'll go grab a bite to eat. There's a lazy river here. I'll probably go sit in that for a bit. I see there's a mini golf course right in front of us. Maybe we'll play some mini golf.
What?
There's a basketball court. I plan on going and owning that for a little bit against a bunch of kids. So that should be fun. And then we have like a gathering tonight at 7:00 with everybody who came on the trip. Good group of people too.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome. There's 44 of us and it's great. Everybody's absolutely outstanding. So that should be good. And then karaoke night back at that sports bar tonight. So
oh boy.
might end up heading back to the karaoke a little bit later on. But it's been great so far. It was a fun day. It's weird watching a gold medal game at the airport.
Yeah.
But we were at the brew house for like 2.5 hours. Then we went to get on the plane. Then flight was delayed an hour. And we were watching on our phones. And I said, well, I don't want to hear somebody down the airport yell.
Yeah.
Because we're in delay. So then we went back to that, it was that beer joint where they have all the fancy beers at the airport there.
Yeah.
So we watched the overtime there, and then we just kind of stayed there for like 3 more hours. So it was that sucked. That was a major buzzkill, man.
Give us your
3-on-3 overtime for a gold medal is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. I said it before it happened, like weeks ago. Yeah. I just think that's just pathetic. I hate that. That's not how that game should have ended. Win or lose. That's not how those games should end.
How do you fix that, Dusty? Did you just move it to the day before? And
move it to that's easy. We move it to the day before. Also, none of these guys went to the closing ceremonies. Yeah. None of the fans there. They were there for the game. Like, tell me, like you're there for I didn't even know, were the closing ceremonies even in the same area? Like, were there people at those games who were going to rush over to the closing ceremonies? And don't give me the TV angle, because there's 9 different bloody channels that the game can be on and the closing ceremonies can be on. So I don't know. It's too gimmicky to decide a gold medal. Like, and I had some people on Twitter, I don't know if they were Americans, but they were coming at me yesterday being like, would you have said that if they won? And I said, yes, I've been saying that since the tournament began. As soon as I found out it was 3-on-3, it's a bogus way for it to end. And just if that game continues to play at 5-on-5, Canada wins that game. The U.S. did nothing for 2 periods, 5-on-5. Like, so, I understand why everybody would be bitter. But, it still sucks the way that it ended. That was tough.
I get it. It's 3-on-3, but you got to be kind of happy that the way Canada performed in that game, though, Dusty. Like you said, the Americans couldn't do anything for those 2 periods.
They were all over them.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as, they dominated the Americans for 40 minutes like they dominated every other country for 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like, Hellebuck was awesome. McDavid breakaway, couldn't score. Celebrini breakaway, couldn't score. The save on Taves, I was celebrating. I thought it was in. Like, I couldn't believe that wasn't in. And then, like, McKinnon had an empty net and missed it. Like that. If McKinnon shoots a guy who's going to score 60, shoots it into an empty net, Connor McDavid's one of the best leaders we've ever seen because he stepped into the narratives coming out of this are bogus to me. It was an empty net that McKinnon missed. He scores that, they win the gold medal. It's as simple as that. We're going to overreact and we're going to read into everything. But Nathan McKinnon scores in a wide open net, and it's a completely different story.
Dusty, you took a good week to take off because Evan Bouchard should be on the team, and Connor will never win anything today. It's just been unreal. It's all over.
He scored the goal. He scored the first place goal in the Four Nations final.
Yeah.
Only 4 teams that anybody's that's ever going to have a chance to win anything. Right? There's Czechia's nothing against Czechia. They're never going to win a best on best. Slovakia's never going to win a best on best. 3 of the 4 teams were in that event. Finish first, second, and third. I mean, that's all you really need when it all comes down to it. And that one was different because he was brilliant in this tournament, couldn't win it. I thought he was just so in the last tournament and scores the winner in overtime. And, at that point, he was a national hero. So the people are right, though. If Nathan McKinnon continues to miss wide open nets, Connor McDavid will never win anything.
Joining us now, the regular host of the Nielson Show joins us here live from Mexico. Dusty, we'll let you go here right away, but what's going to be the first drink of choice when you head downstairs, and what's going to be on that plate for Brecky?
Well, probably some bacon and some pancakes. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Had an excellent cheeseburger last night at the sports bar. It was, we were starving. So that was pretty good. And then, I don't know, what do they call it? Cerveza? Maybe I'll have just a beer to get me going today. Had a rum and ginger last night. That was pretty good. I could see myself just sticking to rum and gingers. But I know, Hernan, you told me I got to try some exotic drinks. So you suggest one for me. What do you think?
What should he have, Gage?
I think just start. Don't go crazy off the hop. Just go with a simple margarita, lime margarita.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I've ever really had margaritas before, so I guess I'll try one of those, Gage. That's exotic enough for me.
Yeah, and then for your stomach, just get a tequila shot. Don't take it all down. Sip it. Sip it with your beer, buddy. Sip it with your beer. Trust me.
Here's the thing. Everybody always worries about, when you go down there, you eat and you get sick. And I don't want to jinx it. But, so far since we've been down here, I had a couple of wings from Big Uke's plate last night. And I had a burger and fries. And I'm going to go have bacon and pancake. I'm not going to eat anything here that I don't eat every week, all week anyway. So, I mean, it's pretty much just going to be par for the course.
I love it.
Oh, Dusty. Hey, Dusty, tell buddy Lieutenant Eric tomorrow he's got to join us. Enjoy your day, boys. You guys deserve it after such a long delay yesterday. Have some fun, buddy.
Yeah, see you later, bud.
Yeah, that's Dustin Nielsen live from Cancun, Mexico. I'm so jealous right now.
Really?
Yeah, I want to eat breakfast in Mexico.
You don't want to be here with me?
No, it's great.
And Trev?
YouTube Trev.
Trev's great.
Trev's awesome.
Wow.
You guys are awesome.
This was very therapeutic, this show, for me. Because I was down about the Canada game and not really talking about it.
Okay.
Talking through your issues always helps. I feel, I hope everyone feels the same. I know that it's that we've got a hockey hangover going into Wednesday, but you know what? Well, how many games? 23 games here. Oilers got to make the playoffs. That's that. But I'm really.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird to say that, but this is a tight race here, and it's gonna be interesting
for sure. It's going to be fun. Tomorrow, Craig Button, Craig Wyszynski, and we'll see what other fun stuff we'll have. Of course, the kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. We're going to have a lot of fun during this week on the morning show. Let's get to it, my man. YouTube Trev, sound of the day. What do we got?
Sound of the day. It's been a long time since we've heard this, but unfortunately, the streak has ended.
Yeah.
So that means this was played earlier.
Oh, boy.
Wow, that's a tough one.
That's tough. All right.
Text of the day?
Should we, let's do it. Yeah, text of the day. 4 Royal Pizza. It's the Royal Pizza text of the day, still making it great with the best and freshest ingredients you'll find and top-notch service for over 55 years. Order online today at royalpizza.ca or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. I got to say, Royal Pizza is one of the best, if not the best. All right, Gager, you have it for us.
Royal Pizza text of the day comes in from Horse Eyes at 6:59 a.m., which I found quite funny. It goes, Oilers fans, Bouchard should be on the Olympic team. Also, Oilers fans, we need to trade Bouchard.
What was the name again?
Horse Eyes.
Horse Eyes? I know that's not your real name. But,
that was good.
You just won Royal Pizza text of the day, so stop by anytime before 5 for your prize there. I mean, Bouchard takes a lot of heat. All of a sudden, you won. Why wasn't it? Oh,
it's awesome. It's awesome.
Okay, what did we learn on the show today? Let's start with you, Walk.
I learned that Dusty's diet is probably not going to change.
YouTube, Trev?
What did I learn today? I learned that, I'll go with this. Darren Dreger was a fan. He was a fan.
Yeah.
I learned that he was able to cheer for Team Canada, which is good. Being part of the media, you don't get to do that a heck of a whole lot, so good for him. I'm happy
that's probably
he was
fun.
able to embrace it. Yeah, different change.
Yeah.
Scenery, right?
It's fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I learned that Darren Dreger said to expect some movement before the trade deadline. I also learned that Big Uke's already over 5.5 drinks in Mexico at almost 11 in the morning. Yeah. Good on you, man. That's what you're there for.
You know what? When Dusty we were talking about closing ceremonies and stuff. Another thing to think: the closing ceremonies were in Verona, which wasn't. The Olympics weren't there until the end, right? So, who cares?
Yeah,
they're not all going.
Yeah,
I guess they want all the eyes on it. But come on,
what are you watching tonight?
What am I watching? You know, I'm probably watching. There's a show that I wanted to watch that I haven't watched in a long time. That I'll probably get. It's The Watchmen, but it's the TV series one.
Yeah,
it's really quite good.
I finished Night Manager.
How good!
Awesome ending.
Yeah,
awesome ending.
It's awful.
There's got to be another one.
Well, yeah, now there has to be.
I'll probably watch. I was telling you boys. I started The Lincoln Lawyer. One episode.
The TV series, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's on Netflix now.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And YouTube, what are you watching? YouTube?
Oh, man. No sports for me. I'm going to take these two days off. No sports. I'll probably go for a walk and watch the birds and the bees and just kick a rock and see how long I can kick it for.
It's okay, buddy. They got silver.
Yeah, that's
They did get silver.
12 years for silver.
Don't let the negative Nellies get to you.
This would have been
friend.
awesome, though. This was
It would have been awesome.
But like, supposed to be it.
Yeah, and I will say this, and we will all say it, and Dusty said it. Even if Canada won, I would still be in here saying 3-on-3 is bogus.
Yeah, I agree.
It is, but we'd be enjoying it a lot more.
Oh yeah, we would.
That was the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, visit the team at williamhuff.com. In business since 1952, so you know they are incredible at what they do. Not gonna lie, man. The boys, Dustin sounded a little rough.
That was
a long day though too.
But he says he felt great.
Yeah, well, he slept 8 hours.
Yeah, he doesn't do that, right?
He doesn't do that often. Trev, we're good to go.
8:59. Yeah, Dusty usually brings it until 9 o'clock.
Okay, do you know what song's coming up next on?
Yeah, you know what?
95.7 Cruise FM.
I do that actually now. Well, that's funny because Dusty is always monitoring 95.7 Cruise FM, and I had a few new things I had to learn this morning. And what are we looking at here? Highway to Hell, I believe. AC/DC. Highway to Hell. There it is.
There it is.
There you go.
Solid warm-up tune back in the day on my junior team.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I am sorry. I'm reading this wrong. Brian Wilson, Bare Naked Ladies. There
I love that song.
Yeah, that's a good
Never
one.
warmed up to that one.
So those are what's up. Maddie's coming in here to show me what's up.
Oh, no.
I still don't know what the heck I'm doing, Maddie, but we got through it.
We got through it, Maddie.
I'm a pro. I'm a pro's pro.
We did the show.
I did it.
If out of all three of us, if we were all on the podium, you would be the gold today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely bronze,
Thanks,
but
bro. No,
I know change is hard, and the morning show is such a hit. For me, it's the best sports show in Canada. But thanks to the guys for letting us step in here. We're going to be here all week and next Monday. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your messages. Thank you for listening to us. We're back tomorrow. It's going to be another fun show. Don't go anywhere. Of course, a full skit of shows still to come. The Hangout is up next. Murray McCourt, Matthew Waddick, Tom Gazzola, and they'll be all over this game that we saw yesterday as well. Did I get something wrong? No? Oh, okay. Thought he was yelling at me. For YouTube Trev and Joaquin Gage, I'm Hernan Salas saying thank you for hanging out with us. Don't go anywhere. The Hangout coming up next on iHeart, TuneIn Radio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and YouTube. Thank you, and we're back tomorrow. Chowders.